10th day of May, 2025, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How is everybody doing?
Good. Woo.
Good. No Pope.
No Pope.
No Pope. This sounds like we should replace Spanish one day. You check for smoke.
Hmm.
Yeah, no Pope. Black smoke horizon. Can't get it. You think they don't really have a Pope, or you think they're like, we don't want to blow into the first one?
Yeah, get people talking. We want, some eyes on the church again and stuff. And, yeah.
Oh, like there's Alex Hogan covering it. Oh, she's just out there.
She could be Pope.
I don't think she can, Calvin. I don't think that. No lady Pope.
I'll make her Pope.
I saw the top 3 votes for popes are all black popes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're pushing for the black pope. It's a time. It's a time to show the world.
So do they sit around and discuss why each pope would be good or bad? Is that how it is, or does the Lord speak to them?
According to the movie The Conclave, they just talk among each other.
Right.
They just bitch and complain about the other popes like little girls. They're like a bunch of little gay men is what they are. They just get catty and talk about the other cardinals behind their backs, and then they go to vote. And at the end they go, okay, that's fine. I'll pray on it.
Yeah.
I'll pray on it, Gio.
Are the popes that are in the running there included as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah,
vote for
yeah.
yourself or you vote for somebody else.
Right. I assume it's very much like politics. We're like, hey, man, you make me pope, I'll get your vote and I'll take care of you down the line
It's
somehow.
a lot of, according to the Conclave movie, it's a lot of whose vision of the church. Like this guy here that we had now that just died was like for the gays and stuff.
Right.
And he was cool. So I imagine before they elected him, some of the popes were like, he's a for the gays. You can't, and then some of them were like, yeah, he's a for the gays.
Right.
There was a lot of that going on. So, you never know. I talked about this before, but I have a friend who was a teacher of mine, but he was also a priest in my church when I was a kid. And I was friends with him all the way up until he died a couple of years ago. And he was gay and never talked about it, never brought it up, and I've even had talks with him about other priests' sexuality or question about it, and he never interjected himself into it. He just would have conversation. He never interjected himself. But he would just, but then some of my other friends were like, he talked about it every once in a while. He would refer to himself as gay, but then he would say never around the children, though. Not with the children, but never even around the children. Like his sexuality was not their business.
Isn't that funny? Take the whole priest thing out of it. The fact that, let's just say these people go, all right, I'm with God and I'm not going to have any sexual contact with anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone at all, whatever. But because he's gay, people think he's more likely to do something with.
Yes, but here it's because of the reputation that they already have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you could take away that, whatever, do you think just because he's gay that he's going to do stuff, or But
we had a priest in my school
because there was plenty of all female schools, and that there were priests there.
We had a priest in my school who used to look like remember the wrestler Vader? He was just a big round guy. He looked like this guy who used to look like Little John from Robin Hood.
Right.
He wore like the friar outfit, and he was the nicest, smiliest. He had just a big baby face, We'd see him all the time. And he was the one who ended up molesting kids. And, I talked to my friend, the priest, and I said, do you think he was doing that because he was gay? And because he said he was a bad drunk. And he said he'd still call him at the rectory and ask him to pray for him and stuff while he was drunk. And he said, I said, do you think it was because he was gay and he had to hide it? And he goes, no. He goes, I just think he was a bad alcoholic and it caused him to make bad decisions. And he was constantly looking for, some sort of connection with people. And I was like,
yeah,
weird.
I don't know where you're getting your information on black popes and stuff, but according to my stuff, it's still the top 3 is the 3 that we said.
Well, maybe I'm wrong because I saw something on the news yesterday where they showed 3 popes and they were all black, and I thought maybe they were saying those were the contenders. I could have been wrong. They could have just been saying, hey, there's 3 black guys in the mix.
Yeah, because it looks like the odds-on favorites, and this is just from the other day, is still Pietro, the Italian one, the Asian one, and Peter Turkson, which is the black cardinal.
So you got an Asian, a black guy, and an Italian guy going to a conclave.
Right. But, I mean, if trends are set and they continue to go, Italian. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like,
Italians
they
have a
stick
pretty
with
good
it,
record
yeah.
of being Pope.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then I wonder, I don't know how they pick the names. Because in Conclave, they refer to it, because they say to Lithgow, I bet you've already picked your name. But I don't know what they're picking it based on. You know what I mean?
Right after you spike that volleyball.
What? Oh,
Lithgow. I can't. Anytime you say Lithgow, I instantly think volleyball now. It's just ingrained in my mind.
it's.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I know. My wife is so mad at me. I can't even.
Time to find a new team.
Yeah.
So they say there are no formal rules governing how a pope selects a name. Over time, adopting a papal name became customary, with most popes choosing names of predecessors or saints they wish to emulate.
That's the thing. Yeah, Carmen.
I imagine it's like Spanish class in 7th grade where they just give you a list of names and they're like, all right, pick your Spanish name. And they just give you a list. Here you go. Pick your Pope name.
Donde está, Susana?
I was Margarita.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Most popular Pope names: John, Gregory, Benedict, Clement, and Innocent.
See, now, I
Or
thought that Peter was the first pope. I thought it was John the Baptist was the first pope. It was Peter. So I figured there'd be more Peters. I don't know why John.
Yeah, according to this, John, Gregory, Benedict, Clement, and Innocent.
Yeah, innocent. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that sounds weird.
There was a lot of innocents, too.
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah. Yeah, there was like more than one, put it that way.
Okay.
In my whole life, I never met anybody named Innocent. There's more than one pope named Innocent.
I was going to say, I know John is one that comes up a lot. And I just think that's because it's the first on the list. And no one wants to read through all the names. So they're just like, all right, I'll take John.
And you're not offending anyone with
Right.
John.
Yeah.
It's no problem. My Pope name, I already got it.
What is it?
Pope Precious.
Oh,
Right?
oh, that's adorable.
But then you have to do your precious face all the
Of
time.
course, yeah. Whenever I do the sign of the cross, then I go.
That Precious face gets me. What my daughter? My daughter doesn't know Precious. She doesn't know the movie,
Yeah.
but she showed me something the other day, and somebody told her that was somebody else. Like my daughter showed me a picture of Precious, and she said something like, "This is Oprah when she was little," and she didn't. I wish I could remember what it was. It was so funny.
That movie's now probably 15 years old at least.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a guy.
Maybe more.
There's a guy that currently plays for the Knicks named Precious.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
I went to school with a smoking hot girl named Precious. Oh man,
Really?
Galvin.
I never heard of anybody named Precious before that movie came out.
Yeah,
She
same.
looked like I know I say smoking hot and this in the same sentence, but she looked like she had curly hair like Bernadette Peters. Like those full head, and she wore red lipstick, and she was like the female lead in all the plays that we did. and
Where
stuff.
she was already kind of like a lady. Like,
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah.
older than you guys.
Yeah, and like you knew you had no shot with Precious.
Wasn't the dog that would laugh and the Precious?
No, that's Muttley.
Muttley.
But
What
there was a dog.
There was a dog,
cat.
Precious.
Maybe a cat. Hello, my Precious.
Well, there's that.
What is
That's
that?
from Wizard of Oz. I'll get you, my Precious. Right?
Maybe, I don't know.
My pretty. I'll get you my pretty.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, there was another
And your little dog, too.
Yep.
No, there's another cartoony kind of character where it's my Precious.
Precious Pup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Precious Pup was the cartoon.
I am unaware of Precious Pup.
Yeah, it's an old lady with a dog. Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Precious Pup.
Those guys never ran out of ideas. Did they?
No, they had a lot of them.
Just constantly take a different dog and give it a voice.
Weren't they gay too?
Wait.
Hanna-Barbera?
I thought so.
I don't know. Everybody seems to be gay. Did you read about this guy? There's a new autobiography from Barry Diller. He is a billionaire who started Fox News with Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
And he's been married for 20-something years to Diane von Furstenberg. And his book just came out, and he's like, yeah, I'm gay. And I'm like,
Well-
why have you been married 23 years to a woman if you're gay?
But if you're married to Diane von Furstenberg, I assume you're gay.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of those convenient marriages for
Right.
both of them.
Yes.
But he talks about her like he was gay, and then he met her, and he fell in love with her, and then that was it. All of a sudden, he was with her, but he'd been
What's
with a
his
bunch
name?
of guys.
Fell in love with Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, a couple of guys fell in love with.
Well,
Liza
the
Minnelli.
super gay one though that married her.
Yeah, they married her.
That
yeah.
was like, really, you guys are getting married? Why don't you just be roommates?
Yeah.
I think that'd make it a lot easier for you.
I don't know. It's so weird to me. Not the gay part, the pretending to not be gay or being both. That I don't get that.
But remember, not too long ago, Paul McCartney came out and said, "Me and John used to masturbate together."
Yeah,
but that's pretty gay.
I know that it is, but also there's a line of kids doing dumb kid stuff, and then listen, those guys were constantly probably naked around each other all the time because they probably had girls. They're probably so used to seeing each other naked.
I wonder how much they took advantage of that because girls lost their mind around them, fainted, did all that stuff, whatever. So they literally could be like, "Now go do that to Ringo," and they would do whatever they tell them to do and stuff, and the girls would. It's not like just because it was back then, girls were still doing stuff. Whores. Yeah, they pretend.
My grandmother, it leads me to believe that she had her whore phase with Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
not that she said that her and her friend Connie used to go down to the studio where they'd record whatever, and they'd meet Frank Sinatra, and they would get autographs and take pictures and all that. But she was like, "Oh, we go down every weekend." Well, every weekend means you kind of were
right. If Frank's letting you hang around, you're doing some stuff.
Exactly.
You're not just holding his hat.
Right. So who knew? Who knows? Oh, she would be so mad if she knew I just said that.
A floozy.
Don't call my grandmother.
Oh, sorry. No offense.
We got a good show today. We got Jason Light from the Bug.
Everywhere.
I got to call.
We've got infestation, Carmen.
Joe?
What?
Yes, Michael.
Call Home Team Pest Defense.
All right.
Let them know we got a problem.
Got it.
There's like little baby fruit flies, and every once in a while you don't see nothing, then one's right in your face.
Yeah, I feel like they're worse today than they're getting worse.
No, it's interesting because last night I cranked the air down in here, so when I opened that door this morning, it was freezing in here. I don't know how they survived.
No, they can survive anything.
I thought that they couldn't do the cold.
No.
Well,
yeah, they can
do. Certain amount of cold. It's got to be, But does anybody think that eventually Joe's going to go, "Oh, I left this banana here
100%.
4 years ago."
Yeah.
Do you know my wife is buying bananas now just to make banana bread? Like she's buying them and letting them rot so she can make the banana
fantastic.
bread.
Sounds like.
It is, except I can't eat it, and it smells wonderful.
Oh, no.
You know
So
who
the
can't
minute-
eat it? Us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she don't even mention it to her. She'd be happy to make it for you.
Bring it on in.
Yeah.
You can get fruit fly traps on Amazon delivered today, and they look like little apples.
You know what works really well are those Zevo, right? Isn't it Zevo, the thing with the light, and it's just got the light on there? It's like some sort of UV light, whatever, and then it has the stick stuff, whatever. You plug them in.
Oh.
Yeah, those are amazing.
Well, I'm going to have to get something.
I don't know what they're coming from, though. Like, what is... I don't know.
Joe.
It had to be out there. It had to be something out there.
Something
'Cause the other day I walked out and I smelled garbage, and Joe was like, "Oh, I'll throw that garbage."
Come on,
right,
man.
Joe? Is there any bugs over there?
Nope.
Okay.
I threw that stuff out yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
This falls on you.
Deployed.
No, it doesn't. It's not your fault, Joe. I'm just saying.
100%. He's in
It sounds
charge
like
of the trash.
We're supposed to have guests tomorrow. It's going to be crazy.
Oh yeah, I gotta straighten up that area out there.
Time to sag it up.
Sag it up a little bit.
Do some sagging.
What else? Carmen.
Yes.
Yesterday, I was talking to the testosterone guy,
Okay.
and they went over my blood work, and he was like, "You can use vitamin D3 and iron." Okay.
Okay.
And I ordered it on Amazon at about 2:00 in the afternoon, and it was at my house by 6 p.m.
It is amazing.
It cost me $32. It wasn't like I paid $300 for speedy delivery.
I wonder if everybody has that because we're so close to the Amazon distribution.
yeah.
Maybe we get a little bit lucky.
But they're popping up everywhere. When we took our road trip to North Carolina for spring break, we passed like 3 or 4 of them just in Georgia alone.
They're massive.
And they're right off the highway too. Yeah, you can't miss them. They're huge.
They have the one over off of Waters right next to Dean in D-Drum. There's one right there.
Oh, but there's one right here.
Yeah.
One even closer.
But I will tell you, Amazon, fantastic, the best, whatever, unless you want like a liquid death water. Because they'll go, like, I'll order 4 cases, and they'll go, "We'll give you 2. And I'm like, what are we giving me 2 for?
Yeah.
We'll charge you for 4. We'll give you 2. Then the other one's in transit, and then 3 days later we'll go. All right, here's your money back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what
that must be like a popular item or something.
I don't know. It seems to be a problem. It seems like they're discontinuing it in like Publix and Walmart. You can't just get the regular still water. It's all the sparkling, all the different stuff.
Yeah.
But they they have it. Have you seen Liquid Death in the regular size cans?
No.
They have the regular 12 ounce.
Bud Light can?
Yeah, I had to get some of those the other day.
Oh, really?
I'm just like crushing them. I'm like, well, I need to grab like 4 at a time.
I don't love them. I'm going to be honest with you.
I love it.
I only love it if like I'm super hot and it's super cold.
Yeah.
You know? But other than that, I feel awkward drinking it out of the can. I feel like it has that metallic taste, even if it doesn't.
No,
it's in my
it
head.
doesn't seem to me. Like Dasani, you can tell has a different taste to it.
It does.
Yeah. And but I don't know. It just seems to me. It seems like it's colder in the can.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I like it.
Why do we all hate Dasani?
It just has a weird taste.
It does
have
taste
a
different.
A distinct taste to it.
And it has a taste. And water is not supposed to have a taste.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, does it have a taste? Like, would we know if we took a blind taste?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
so
my
weird.
son did.
Yeah.
I did that. My son could name everything, and I was blown away by it. But also, like, I don't want you putting stuff in my water either. I don't need any extra stuff. I don't need smart water with extra. I don't know what you're putting in there.
DeSantis just said they're taking the fluoride out.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's actual studies that show people get dumber when fluoride's in their water, or if
What?
they have higher amounts of fluoride. You thought it was good for your teeth. That's what they tried to say.
Right.
Is, hey, fluoride.
Because you look at England, there's nothing in England's water, and they all have messed up teeth.
Yeah, but it definitely makes people dumber. I mean, there's literally studies done about it.
Fluoride makes people dumber.
Yeah.
Why?
IQs go down.
Well, they're
What
saying it's like linked to like autism.
Everything they think is linked. to
I
autism.
know, but that's, you know.
There has to be something going on.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of autistic people who wouldn't have the best teeth either.
But there has to be something going on because, like, California has a higher rate of autism than any other state.
It's a bigger state.
Yeah,
But they have the
rate,
highest amount
It's
of
the size of
fluency.
3 states.
but it's not the most people. It's the highest
Per
rate
capita.
per capita. You know what I mean? So it's
but
not doing it that way.
I mean, that could very be possible. I have no idea. It seems to me that California's a bad example.
But you also go, was it not diagnosed before? And we're seeing it more now because they understand it. It used to be
exactly the problem.
Is that or
Yeah, they used to just call everybody retarded.
is that the problem, or is it what the diet is and what they're putting in foods and stuff? And I don't know. I'm just saying
right.
there's possibilities. That
It's interesting. I've done a lot of reading and research, and mostly talking to my wife about it, about how people want to connect the what do you call it? The shots that we get when you're a kid.
Vaccinations.
Yeah, and there is literally no proof of it. There was a study that came out and a thing, and it was a big deal. And for a while, people were trying to push it. And then the doctor who came out with that study ended up losing his medical license as a result because he falsified a lot of the information so that he could make his study real. And the guy can't even practice medicine anymore. But yet people still go back to what they had heard about that. And that's
oh
they
yeah,
fall
there's
back
a
on.
lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that you heard it. And so everybody assumed that was right because we used to believe everything that we heard.
Yeah.
And now they come out and they go, oh. I remember a couple years ago, if you said anything about the coronavirus being started in a lab, people would lose their mind. There's no way it was started in a lab. And somebody ate a bat. That's what happened, you know?
That
And
was
now-
that was such a confusing time.
Right. And now they're like, I mean, it was totally started in a lab. But, who
Just
knew?
kidding.
I think about it all. I always said that's my kid's 9/11. It was in our lives we'll have a certain amount of tragedies in the time we live, and that whole time was our kid's 9/11.
Yeah, because the event and the
magnitude
impact.
of the event.
Yeah.
Just think about it. All those kids seniors that missed out on their senior year, all those high school athletes, those collegiate athletes.
I'd say it's even bigger than 9/11 because 9/11 didn't affect me as maybe emotionally, but not as far as
as far as affecting the world.
Yeah.
The impact that it had on the world.
like COVID was affecting everybody's daily lives.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost bigger.
I remember it was so much fun when we all lived in the same house together and nobody left. It was so awesome. I love that Juliana was going to school in the hallway.
Yeah, it was weird.
Dude, those teachers deserve an extra award for that. I used to go by Juliana. She'd just be sitting there watching the screen, and the teacher would be talking, and there'd be a kid going, "There's a bird outside my window," like just having to deal with all those.
My wife hated it. She said it was the worst.
Oh, she had to teach from home. Oh,
But it's
man.
also
Yeah.
like you already have a hard enough time in the classroom.
Right.
Everybody's eyes on me, listening. Everybody's listening to me. Now you're all separate at home. You have your dog. You have your little brother. You have
Yeah.
this and that. And they're like, wee.
Yeah.
You're trying to get 15 third graders to sign onto the computer, and some of them, their parents aren't home, and it was just wild times.
Juliana dropped this quote on me yesterday. We were arguing. She was actually arguing with Amanda, and I said something, and she goes, "Why are you going against me? Just let life happen."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that how it starts?
Yeah,
now?
you're
just
in for
let
it.
life happen.
I'm telling you, this is about the age when they start acting this way.
Oh, that, and she's back to calling me Michael.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
My daughter started driving this week. She got her license,
Ooh.
and it's freaking me out.
That and your man, son.
Yeah. So it's just wild.
Yeah.
He gets bigger every time I see him. I swear.
He could probably kick my ass if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
My son dropped this on me yesterday. He wants to go to Chicago next month for some rap concert. And I'm like, Joe, a couple of things. One, I don't really want you traveling alone. I mean, I know you're 18 and all that, and two, I don't want you to go to a rap concert in the most dangerous city in the whole. If you would have told me you were going to Columbia for the weekend, it might have been easier for me to swallow than saying you're going to Chicago to go to a rap concert.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt.
Did he Google
going.
it first?
Yeah, he's going. He's got it. I mean, he's almost 19 years old.
Yeah,
you know
my
what I
son's
mean?
going to be 19 next month.
Right. What am I going to do?
And every once in a while I get I'm 18, right?
He hasn't said that to me yet because he still needs money.
Yeah.
But he has given me the the whole when you were going, you went to Lollapalooza when you were 18 and you did this. And I go, hey, he's right about that.
That's the thing. I think a lot of what I was doing at that age, and I was already living on my own, doing my own thing at that point. So
Do you know I went to Lollapalooza 2 in Miami by myself.
yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about loser.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I had just moved to Miami and I didn't know anybody. And I wasn't in a fraternity yet or anything. I wasn't in school or anything.
All right,
I didn't
that's
know
a little
anybody.
different.
Yeah. I just moved down there. I didn't know anybody. And I also, I didn't go to just see one band. I went to see all the bands. So I was there all day. And so my girlfriend at the time was like, there's no way I'm going to see all these bands that I hate and spend the whole day outside of Miami. But I did.
I don't think that's that. I remember going to concerts by myself around that age.
Yeah.
I remember going to the Warped Tour by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because I had a ticket and nobody else wanted to go, and I still wanted to see all the bands.
I always had Moose to go to concerts
yeah,
with. But
then eventually I made friends, and hey, you want to go too? But yeah.
Oh, speaking of concerts and friends, I am going to AC/DC.
Oh, you are?
I decided that.
Okay.
Do you know how much those goddamn tickets are?
Patrick Smith gets you in the seat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those tickets are like $1,000. They were like $800.
Yeah, it's AC/DC, man.
Insane.
It's AC/DC, and probably last time you'll see AC/DC.
Yeah, and also I feel like I really do want to go. Like I thought about it. Like Metallica, I don't really care, but AC/DC, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I need to be.
I have seen a video of AC/DC on this tour, and they sound good. They sound really good. So
yeah, I'm excited to go. That's next week.
yeah,
That's why I was like, nah. Then it was next week, and I was like, all right, it's here now.
I was reading an article. It was about ticket prices and how these concerts the prices of the concerts are crazy outrageous. But then in the article it mentioned that people don't take into account that you don't purchase music anymore. Like it used to be, you would purchase music,
Right.
so that was an entire other revenue flow for artists was music.
Oh,
Sure. You don't buy music anymore.
No,
So
not
really,
at all.
the only time a lot of these artists are making money is on their tour, which is going to then increase ticket sales. So you've given up paying for music, and the money's now transferred over to concerts.
yeah, which makes sense totally.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the artists aren't getting stuff from Spotify.
No.
Even
Very
the
low.
biggest
They're
artists, they're
getting
like,
pennies.
yeah, I got a quarter for the whole year.
So what if I said to you, not Limp Bizkit, but if I said to you, there's a decent band coming that you like, what do you expect to pay for a ticket?
Like a mid-level band, $50.
See,
Oh.
$50. I don't think you're seeing. I think you're seeing a Janis show for $50.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Oh no, I'm
some-
saying somebody at Amalie Arena that.
$100
Yeah, right. Like
just to get in the door.
but it's way more than that. It's like
No, I'm talking like just to get in, $100. That's your entry level, and then
Yeah.
you
that's
go down from
300
there.
level.
Yeah, because
just to get in.
like when Pantera was coming, I bought tickets, and I think each ticket was like around close to $400.
Yeah.
And that was for Pantera and Lamb of God together, and that was up front.
Right.
If they started lowering the prices back to what they used to be, but now you had to buy CDs and buy music again,
right?
Would you go with that trade-off, or would you rather have access to music for completely free?
No, I like it like this because the truth is you only have to pay for the concerts that you want to go to.
Right.
And I don't want to go to a lot of concerts, so this really works out well for me. I'm the kind of guy who will go and sit in front of a TV and watch a Metallica live concert and be very happy with that. Yeah.
Well, remember whenever I got the Metallica tickets, and it's 2 nights and it's 2 tickets, and it was just under $1,000, and I said that's pretty good. But I mean,
but you're right. For 2 nights,
2 nights, 2 tickets. I mean, I don't think there is a show at a actual arena or a stadium that you're going to of a big band like that can fill a stadium or arena that you want to see, that you want to have decent tickets, so you're not paying less than $300 to $400.
And now at Hard Rock, having the money to buy all these big bands to put in these small venues, it's less seats. So that's more money they have to charge for them.
I get more pissed off by the hidden fees from Ticketmaster.
Yeah, that's wild.
Just give me the damn price, and the fact that there's no other competing. It's only Ticketmaster.
Oh, I just look at the price and double it. I go, it's only $200.
Yeah,
it should be a $400
the
ticket.
fees bug me more than anything.
Well, and they said that they were supposed to be working on that. That was the whole thing that Biden was doing.
Yeah,
was that the undisclosed fees, whatever. So you see your ticket, you know that it's $250. It's going to be $250.
Yeah.
It's not going to be $250, and then you go to check out and it's $430. You're like, well, how did
what happened?
A lot of the hotels do that now. A lot of hidden fees when you go to check out for a hotel room.
Yeah.
Hotels will charge you resort fees.
Yeah,
parking fee.
I slept here for 6 hours last night. I came here after the Pitbull Toddler show, slept, and left at 9 o'clock in the morning. What is the resort fee for?
That's why. That's why whenever I stay at hotels, I just take the waffle maker.
And
I take
hair dryer, whatever you can get, a pillow.
Yep. I look around like this Holiday Inn is not a resort.
No,
this is not. You don't get to call yourself a resort.
I see that you charge me for the resort fee. Can you show me to the resort part of it? Is that the parking lot or is that on the roof? Where is that?
Oh, man. All right, we got a good show today. Jason Light, the GM of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who got an A on the draft class, is going to be joining us on the program a little bit later on today. Cody Tucker, who just made his debut appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience.
How about that?
Did a great job. I actually watched most of the episode. He's going to join us on the show today. And
this may be the last time we get him.
Yeah,
it's true. It's too big now.
I said, do you still have time to come on our small little show?
Cody's a monster. I finally saw him standing up. He's a big dude.
But Rogan's tiny, I think.
Well, that's true, too. That's true, yeah. And then what else? We got $1,000 that we're going to give away at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and 10 o'clock, and then Open Letter Rewind coming back.
Yep, we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to make an omelet, but eggs are still way too expensive? The Bone has your back. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks good right now for your Thursday morning commute. That's on both sides of the bay. Hillsborough and Pinellas County, accident-free on 275, 75, as well as I-4. Nothing to slow you down right now on the toll roads, Veterans Expressway and Leroy Salmon Expressway, and everything running up to speed for you on the Bay Area bridges, Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge, and that's in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Olmerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country. See dealer for complete details.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Honor all heroes at Palm Harbor Hero Fest on May 17th. This incredible community event celebrates our local heroes, first responders, veterans, and everyday champions making a difference. Enjoy live music, food trucks, kids' activities, a vendor marketplace, and more. Admission is free and fun for all ages.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
If you're a contractor who excavates, you can put time on the side of safe digging. Help locators save time and work efficiently by not requesting your tickets too far in advance, by giving detailed location descriptions, and by always pre-marking with white paint. Working together works better. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new Impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters. Give Mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Enter to win Mom a chance at a $250 gift card and a grand prize $2,000 gift card from the Gold and Diamond Source. Visit the boneonline.com contest page. Happy Mother's Day from the Gold and Diamond Source.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New trade event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New trade event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See dealer for full details and disclaimer.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Humid again today. Just a few of those inland thunderstorms around this afternoon. That rain chance is 30% with high temperatures again flirting with 90 degrees this afternoon. Muggy mild tonight with a low in the mid-70s and partly cloudy with a 30% chance of inland storms tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
And now, an open letter.
Stop. Rewind that.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This
This is an open letter to celebrity. Dear celebrity, seriously, there are a lot of celebrities out there, and there are even more people that want to be a celebrity. You see them all the time posting super cringy stuff to social media to become the next Huck Tua girl or the We Bring the Boom guys. Quick side note, you're not. You're never going to become that famous. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning twice. The Cake Boss is a celebrity. He's recognizable to most people, except Joe. Isn't that right, El Chapo? But Cake Boss was arrested again the other day for another DWI, and he said to the police, quote, "You can't arrest me. I'm a Cake Boss." Oof. How dumb did he feel when those handcuffs clamped around his wrists? The only thing worse than saying who you are is asking, do you know who I am? Nope. I will tell you that Bert and Tom's Two Bears 5K, there were a lot of famous celebrities there. Very famous singer, Jelly Roll, Super Bowl champion, Jason Kelsey, Bert and Tom, some Buccaneers, and many others. We were there. We're not famous or celebrities. We're known in Tampa Bay, and that's awesome. But there were people that thought they were famous, and they weren't. Oh. If my nephew and my grandma know who you are, you're famous. Just because you're around famous people doesn't make you famous. It's kind of like Gayle King. You know, she went up to space, and now she's going around and telling everyone that she's an astronaut just because a billionaire let her go to space with his girlfriend in a spaceship. There's more to it, like a lot of school, training, and degrees. I was on the field at Raymond James Stadium on Sunday. I'm not walking around telling everyone that I'm a Buccaneer now. That's not how it works. Just because you had sex with a dude and he recorded it on his phone doesn't make you a porn star, no matter how many times your stepbrother tells you it does. I'm Galvin from The Mike Kelta Show, and this has been an open letter to celebrity.
.48 on the Mike Kelta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, we got a lot of stuff to give away. What is that stuff this morning?
We do. We have tickets for Say Santa, Billy Idol and Joan Jett, Stained, Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, and
I got a dirty knob.
Russell Dickerson.
All right, let's do that right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is a keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're going to be doing some general trivia.
Good.
Can you answer these general trivia questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First one. Which shape has four sides of
Square.
identical? Mike. What is the largest U.S. state and area?
Texas. Alaska.
Mike. What Shakespearean play is the story
Othello.
Romeo and Juliet.
of a Than who kills the King of Scotland?
Oh, of a what?
A Than? Thane?
Hamlet.
Macbeth.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Sorry, lost my place.
Of a Than? What is a Than?
I don't know.
Some Shakespearean word for person.
Hello, Than.
Which chemical element has the symbol SN?
Oh, man.
Which chemical element has the symbol SN? Tin. Dominica is the only country in the world to feature what color on its flag?
Purple.
Mike. What U.S. president saw the Great Depression and World War II? What'd you say, Mike?
Hoover.
World War II begin on his watch? Roosevelt. What is the arithmetic average of 10 and 100?
50.
What is the arithmetic average of 10 and 100?
60.
1.
Sad.
52?
55.
55.
No point. What animal, which comes in a two-toed or three-toed?
Sloth.
Galvin. What part of the body produces insulin?
Pancreas.
Mike. What food around the world is called queso?
Cheese.
Mike. What was the name of the spider that helps
Charlotte.
Galvin and Pap, we are halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He has 0 points. Galvin has 2. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
5.
All right, we are doing general trivia. Your next question. How many syllables make up a haiku?
7.
17.
17. Galvin. What chemical element is diamond made of?
Carbon.
Galvin. Which author wrote Oliver Twist and Great Expectations?
Dickens.
Galvin. Which online auction website?
eBay.
Mike. What is the formal name of the thigh bone, the largest? Femur. Mike Kelta. What country's main islands are
Hawaii.
Honshu
Damn, oh my God.
and Hokkaido?
Japan.
Yes.
I said Hawaii. It was country. All right.
Mike. Who is the brother of Nintendo's plumbing, Mario?
Luigi.
Mike. Which solar system planet is named for the Roman god of war?
Mars.
Galvin. In a standard pack of cards,
52.
which king is the only one to not have a mustache?
King of Hearts.
Diamonds.
Hearts. Geo.
He was a straight one.
Yeah.
And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Jeez.
Gio has a single point on the board. Galvin with 6. And Michael is your leader right now. He is winning with 9.
Ooh, I
need no 3.
Oof.
All right, we're doing general trivia. Last 3, here we go. In what country can 2 of the 3 holy sites of Islam, Mecca and Medina, be found?
That is.
In what country can 2 of the
Jerusalem?
3 holy sites of Islam, Mecca and Medina be found?
I don't know.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. There they are.
Which band's lineup has included Keith Richards and Mick
Rolling
Jagger? Mike. And your last one. Which Dutch painter's work?
Van Gogh.
Galvin.
Whew. I hate when I know the answer and I don't say it because I'm not sure and I don't want to sound stupid.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I said Hawaii. Man.
Yeah, you got to be fast.
Like
though, so-
Roosevelt, I knew it was Roosevelt, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to sound stupid
Throw a guess
saying
out there.
Roosevelt.
It's so funny that you think that that's the time you're going to sound stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In my mind, I'm like,
I think you sound more stupid when you get 1.
yeah.
So I can do the average of 100 plus 10.
Right.
But it was trying to do it fast, and I couldn't visualize it and listen to you guys at the same time, and I couldn't get it, you know.
But like, I'm like, World War II, I'm like, Roosevelt. Now I'm not sure, and I don't want to sound stupid by saying that, so I just don't say it.
Well, if you do like Galvin and you say it before the question's done,
That's a good idea.
you don't
yeah.
sound dumb because
As dumb.
yeah, because you're like, oh, I didn't hear the rest of the question.
But then the answer, damn it, I did know that.
Well, I did know it.
It's the speed. The speed. I don't like it.
Very fast. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Listen, she said what country, and I said Jerusalem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just got to throw it out there.
Let me grab the winner. Good morning. Who is this?
My name is Christopher.
Hello, Christopher. How's your day going?
It is most excellent. I hope to be going to see AC/DC maybe.
No, probably not. But we do have other choices for you. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will tell you what that is, and you can pick your choice of prizes. That does not include AC/DC.
How does Baby
Please
Santa
hold.
sound?
By the way, we hope that you go see AC/DC too. We're not going to get you there. Or
I
anything.
just got through saying I paid $800 for my AC/DC tickets, so that's crazy. Oh, I am also regretting it right now.
Oh,
Going-
so you actually bought tickets?
Oh yeah. What do you think I got them?
No, you didn't
Oh.
finish. You didn't finish. You didn't actually say that you bought them The price you were saying that they're expensive and stuff.
I got them. Yeah.
Yesterday, you said you were not going.
Right. And then I found out it was next week, and I was like, I kind of want to go.
What day is it?
Next Friday.
Oh.
That's a Friday.
It's a Friday night.
AC. Who's going, Pete?
Pete, yeah. That's it. I'm more excited, though, to tell you that I get to go to the screening of Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
A week before it opens. I'm very excited about that. Dude, and here's the other thing. That's at 7:30, and it's a 3-hour movie. I'm not going to be home till 11 o'clock.
Usually when they do those screenings so far in advance, that means the studio is very, they think it's good. No, they're good.
It's good, yeah.
They want everybody to know.
They'll put it out there because they want you to tell it's great.
Well, I'll tell the world.
Yeah, when the screening happens a day before, that means the studio's worried about it, you know?
This is where there's an AI thing on the bottom of in a submarine at the bottom of the ocean, and Ethan's got the key, and he's got the other key, and they got to go down there. The last one was really good.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to this one.
They'll want the reviews to get out to help, push it.
Well, I'm going Wednesday night. I'm very excited about it. So.
You're not going to see the movie.
100%.
No way.
100%.
You will fall asleep. There's no way.
I'm taking a nap that day,
No
and I'll
way.
be ready to go.
You're taking a nap that day during the movie.
3-hour movie. And Mission Impossible, you got to pay attention to what's going on.
You have to. Yeah. I don't fall asleep in Mission Impossible.
I don't know.
I like to refer to it as the cruise news.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during the Avengers.
Yeah.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, Don't Call Me Darth, Solve the Squatters, and 3 Doors and 6 Feet Down.
Oh, dude.
Oh, all right.
horrible.
Galvin's got your news. We'll do that next. Jason Light from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is going to join us at 8:30. And Cody Tucker will join us in between there at 8 o'clock. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County. It's eastbound Bush Boulevard at Armenia Avenue. Some crews on the scene there, some lanes blocked off. That, of course, causing some backups. So give yourself an extra 5 minutes or so if you're headed in that direction this morning. Good news is everything else looks really good. 275, 75, and I-4 accident-free, as are the toll roads. Nothing to slow you down right now in Pinellas County. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge also in good shape in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic. This report brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Tampa. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Check them out at rbafla.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prestige Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-499-2888. 813-499-2888 to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 813-499-2888.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, $5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
When you excavate for a living, safe digging helps you.
keep living. And save money, time, and your reputation, which can all help you breathe easier. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
Hey, it's Galvin for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care company that is family-owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial. So if you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, basically anything that has to do with trees, these are the guys. And don't just take my word for it. Check out their perfect 5-star rating with Google. And they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
Mobile service is here at Jerry Owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. You know, one of the biggest financial myths out there is that working with a financial advisor is only for rich people and you got to have a ton of money. That's not true. That's not even close. At Trajan Wealth, their fiduciary advisors work with people of all stages of life. Whether you're building your finances, you're growing, or maybe you're getting ready to retire, they're setting up plans for all levels. And because they're not getting paid commission, they can sit down and come up with a strategy that fits you specifically. They can help you roll over that old 401k, create a retirement income strategy, or just give you a second opinion on where you stand currently. There's never been a better time to talk to an expert and make sure you're on the right track. Call Trajan Wealth today at 813-550-1000, or you can visit them online, TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com, and get started with that free consultation. That's 813-550-1000. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or import direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Get ready to rock Saturday, May 10th, Thunderstruck, America's Ultimate AC/DC Tribute. Hits the stage live at Ferg Sports Bar and Entertainment Complex. Free tickets available now at ticketweb.com. It's Thunderstruck, live at Ferg's in downtown St. Pete. Don't miss it.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Humid again today. Just a few of those inland thunderstorms around this afternoon. That rain chance is 30% with high temperatures again flirting with 90 degrees this afternoon. Muggy mild tonight with a low in the mid-70s and partly cloudy with a 30% chance of inland storms tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. This show has very little faith in me.
Well,
to do certain things.
Track record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you say I'm pretty
consistently wrong on what you say you're going to do, and then you don't do it. So it's not like we're these bad people that are saying
no,
bad stuff.
I didn't say you were bad. I just said your opinion of me is quite low.
Our opinion of you is quite correct.
Low.
No, it's not a low opinion.
That's your fault that it's low because you have a low success rate of following through.
I prefer to say consistent.
I know you have good intentions and you genuinely believe that you'll go through with that.
You're an optimistic liar.
But
yes.
I know that the odds are very, very small.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Mike making it through the entire Mission Impossible movie without sleeping.
Yeah, not the 5K that we were talking about last week or anything we were talking about the week before that.
I mean, look at the track record of things that you say you're going to do.
Right.
And then you don't do.
Like, I believe you're genuinely excited and want to watch the entire Mission Impossible movie.
So badly, yeah.
But then you said it's 3.5 hours long and it's 7:30.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
And we've been to movies with you before.
Well, I know, but a lot of times those were like after the show.
Yeah.
After the show, I'll take a nap.
You know, we all do the show with you, right?
Right.
You know that we're here.
Every time I've been to a movie with you, you've fallen asleep at some point, which is
I get very comfortable.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not
the worst part about it, Gio, is I don't fall asleep. I go to sleep. Yeah. Like I actually say to myself, "All right, I'm shutting it down."
I got to tell you, you sleep, and I'm kind of used to. Okay, Mike's asleep, whatever. But Joe fell asleep in the Kevin Costner Western movie, whatever. Yeah. And Joe sleeps like he might be dead.
Yeah,
like
still very still.
It's very still, mouth open. Like it looks like I would imagine a lot like Joe's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah,
I appreciate you checking on me, Galvin.
I did. Yeah, I put a mirror under his nose.
I want to watch that Kevin Costner Western movie again, but I feel like I need to sit on a block of ice while I'm doing it. Like it's not a bad movie; it just was slow. It was slow.
I don't like movies that are just all build up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you make an epic film.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Plus, when you're trying to tell a story over multiple films,
right,
you feel like you could stretch it out more. Which, come on.
I wanted to be like, you did tell a story over multiple films. It was called Yellowstone.
Yeah,
we got it. Let it keep going.
But also, then put it on Netflix and let me binge watch it. Whatever. American Primeval was fantastic. And that was, I don't know, maybe 8 episodes or something like that. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
And it was, you knew what you were going. not just a long movie that goes nowhere and you go, well, wait until the next one. Guess what? I'm not seeing the next one.
I don't think anybody's seeing the next one. Where is it?
And like Eminem said, you got one shot.
Yep.
Yeah,
Where is the next one? They even start making it yet?
I think they canceled all that.
Yeah, I think he put all his money into it, and he was like, this is doing it, whatever. And, between making that and getting divorced, Kevin Costner needs to be working. He needs to do some other stuff.
Ugh, poor guy. I love Kevin Costner.
Oh, I love Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's fantastic, and he does a lot of great stuff. That was not one of them.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right.
He, much like you, said he was going to do a great movie and then let us down.
Then went to sleep in the middle of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Bucks general manager Jason Light is going to join us at 8:30. We'll talk to our friend Cody Tucker at 8 o'clock, who is on Joe Rogan this week. Very good move for him and his new book. But right now, we check in with Galvin. He's got today's news. What's happening in the news?
Today's top story, black smoke was seen emanating from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel Thursday morning, signaling that no new pope has been elected. No pope.
No pope.
The smoke came after 2 rounds of voting among the Catholic cardinals on day 2. Each time the College of Cardinals votes on a new pope but does not elect one, the end of the voting round
they kill one cardinal.
is signified with black smoke from the Sistine Chapel's chimney. The Cardinals will be able to vote 2 more times today before retiring until tomorrow.
Okay, so we could have a new pope today.
Could.
I feel like it's going to be an early pope.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
I think we get a pope like Monday.
I feel like they already know, but they're like, don't give it to him so quick.
Yeah.
Drag it out a little bit.
Catholicism is so foreign to me that I don't understand a lot of this.
What do you know? What religion do you know?
I went to like a Southern Baptist, church for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
He couldn't even think of the word church.
Christian, yeah.
You can tell
but even that, I didn't really.
So what did you just get? One guy up front just screaming at everybody?
Pretty much. When I was a kid, my grandmother would take me to Catholic church, like Mass, and I was terrified by it.
Why?
Because the Jesus hanging on the dead cross.
He's right there, all bloody and everything.
It looks so real when
some
you're
churches.
8.
Some churches will bring in, it'll just be a cross. And sometimes there's not even anything on it. And some churches you go and there's like dripping blood.
Yeah, and there were rules, and you can't do this, and it just freaked me out.
I was an altar boy.
Yeah.
Where I would assist during the mass and ring the bell and do all the other stuff.
That looks scary.
No, you want to talk about scary is that you're up there in front of your whole school, like your whole class is out there watching you because they're there on the weekends. And then you're up there for the first time, and the priest, Father Garisto, goes over to the communion thing, and they didn't restock the communion box, and he starts cursing while you're upstage. I'm like, oh God, he's cursing.
Yeah,
he's a priest.
They would instill fear. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was so much fear.
The Pope is such a big story. I feel like I should care about it, and I'm trying to get into it.
Well, it's not. It's kind of like when the Queen gets married, or when the Prince or whatever. It's like, yeah, we get it. It's a big deal somewhere, but not to you.
Yeah, it's weird. I know it's a big significant thing for a lot of people.
My oldest 2 brothers did their first communion, and then my brother Jeff, they went to church, and then by the time they were just like, hey, just be good. Don't.
Did you get baptized?
Yes, I was baptized, but I didn't do any of my first communion. Didn't do any of that.
I didn't even baptize my kids.
No, yeah.
That's how much I don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was baptized. I think I was baptized.
I am Pete's son's godfather.
Yeah.
And because I don't go to church, it was such a big deal trying to get the church to allow me to be his. I was like, just tell me how much I got to write the check for. And that's what it came down to.
Boozer's godfather, too.
No, that's not true.
No, that's what Dom says all the time.
Only in spirit. Not
okay.
in the Lord's eyes, Dom is a liar.
You have no legal obligation? Or
yeah. But my kids don't have godparents. I mean, Pete would be the godparents to my kids. So
yeah.
Basically how it goes.
I'm not.
I am several kids' godfather. But
really?
I am, yeah.
So what are your obligations as godfather?
I don't really. I guess I'm supposed to take care of them if their parents die.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Most of them have aged out, though. We're good.
Yeah.
Jake's 18. Braden's 18. I'm good.
Interesting.
70% of Americans say it is likely the U.S. will have a widespread outbreak of a new infectious disease in the next decade.
Woohoo!
You're excited about it.
Can't wait.
32% think infectious diseases like measles are more of a threat now than they were 50 years
because
ago.
you idiots keep stopping in vaccinations.
Yeah.
Oh, the vaccination's making me autistic. Yeah, well, in the meantime, it's giving everybody measles, you jerk off.
Measles are back. That's
Right.
a thing.
Yeah, well, we have the cure. We have the vaccine, but the idiots aren't taking it now.
What happened to monkeypox?
Well, monkeypox, buddy. Let me tell you about monkeypox.
Remember monkeypox? And then
Yeah.
they were like,
Mad cow disease,
hey, monkeypox. Everyone's getting monkeypox. And then they were like, just gay people are getting monkeypox.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't that a thing?
I don't think
remember
so.
that. No.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was totally just like in the gay community, it was monkeypox.
I didn't. That's the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're
Am
wrong.
I making this up?
I
don't
feel like
know.
you are.
I don't hang out in that community. The monkeypox.
I heard it from you.
Oh. I just don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm looking it up. I'm seeing what it says here. While anyone can contract monkeypox, the 2022 global outbreak disproportionately affected gay, bisexual.
And he's all over it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the news.
All right.
Why are you trying to make it look like he's wrong, Gio?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just said not heard that.
I remember reading about that. Yeah.
I was not informed.
Transmission, the monkeypox spreads through close or intimate contact with an infected person's rash, scabs, bodily fluids, or other contaminated materials like bedding or clothing.
Ugh.
Yeah, so there you go. I was right. I accept your apologies.
I didn't say you're wrong.
Yeah,
I said I hadn't
I
heard
was
that.
surprised by that.
Yes.
Yesterday, I don't know whether you guys heard about this or not, Smith Entertainment Group revealed the new name and permanent identity of Utah's NHL franchise because it was Utah Hockey Club.
Right.
And now, do you know?
I do know.
Utah Mammoth.
Yeah.
Not Utah Mammoths.
Oh, just mammoth?
Utah Mammoth.
The mammoth?
One mammoth.
Can I tell you what the thing is? Do you know what they're like? We're like Be the Thunder.
Right.
You got Raise Up. Do you know what it is?
I don't.
It's difficult to pronounce. I mean, I don't know if this is their official one, but this is what I heard. It's going to be difficult for a group of people to yell this at the same time. Tusks Up.
Tusks up?
No.
Tusks Up.
No.
Tusks up.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
right.
I mean, come on.
More than 10,000 years ago, herds of mammoth claimed Utah as their home. And ever since, the mammoth has embodied strength, momentum, and earth-shaking presence qualities that are brought to life by the passion of Utah's hockey fans. So they...
I thought Kraken was stupid, and now I like it. So,
Kraken's good.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, Kraken? But now I like it.
I like
And,
the logo of the
yeah.
mammoth.
Yeah,
But
the
that
mammoth.
just, it should be mammoths.
It looks very much like an XFL logo.
I like Utah Hockey Club.
I like
No,
I did.
that's-
Just like Washington football team.
That's dumb, too.
Yeah, I like those both.
Yeah.
But they changed them.
Those just seem like no frills. Like you go
I
down
mean,
there.
I'd rather that than mammoth.
Nah, you need something to put on a jersey.
I mean, I guess I'm a Bucks fan. That's not really
Right.
great.
By the way,
old gay winking pirate.
Buccaneer.
By the way,
Buccaneer or a mammoth.
The Utah Mammoth name was chosen by fans during a 13-month process involving 4 rounds of fan voting of more than 850,000 votes. I'm very surprised that it's not Hockey McHockey Face because you know that they always do that. Like somebody puts that in there and everyone's like, yeah, we're voting for that.
That would have been great. Wednesday versus the Rangers.
Yeah.
Hockey McHockey face.
Hockey McHockey Face. So, yeah, Utah Mammoth. You got to have Wolfgang come out and do a song, right?
Sure.
Wolfgang Van Halen, his
This
band's Mammoth.
band, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, can I sidetrack news for a second?
Sidetrack it.
Have you seen the court drawings of Diddy in court?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Are they
you
fantastic?
You probably have and just didn't know that there was Diddy.
Oh, is it so
They're
bad?
so awful.
Yeah, it does not look like Diddy
It doesn't
at all.
look anything like Diddy. It's crazy.
I was reading why it's not being streamed online because I guess federal court cases
No
are
cameras.
no cameras. Yeah. So
but
we
I
won't-
mean, at least one photographer.
we don't know. I guess it's no electronic devices.
Well, he has
So-
a full head of gray hair. That must be weird.
That's why they can't take any pictures. They can't.
Yeah.
No electronic devices.
But they let a guy sit there with a bunch of charcoal pencils and draw it all.
It's the only way.
That's weird.
But that's interesting because they have the court stenographer that has that thing that
For the record, yeah.
But then they also have where they talk into the the mouthpiece that looks like Top Gun. Have you ever seen that?
Where it transcribes
Where it
everything?
transcribes
Yeah.
everything, yeah, and they're just That's an interesting job, and they make good money.
Yeah.
They make good money doing that.
I don't know how that works. The typewriter's not like a regular keyboard.
It's like shorthand. Have you ever seen anybody that can actually write shorthand?
Not
My mom
really.
could write shorthand.
Yeah.
You know, because she worked in as a receptionist for a long time. She worked for Bell Telephone for a while, and then she was a receptionist and did this stuff. But she could write in shorthand. She could type like a mofo. It was crazy.
I would think, though, that job with AI is going to be gone soon because now you can transcribe it digitally.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll already transcribe YouTube videos and whatever you want.
Yeah,
you know?
your phone calls get transcribed.
Yeah, so why even need the stenographer?
But Monica used to do that. For
The stenographer?
For like small cases and stuff. That used to be her like
Oh,
second
small
job.
cases. I see what you're saying.
little baby cases.
Dr. Judge Judy has a stenographer now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she didn't before. It was just her on stage, but now Judy Justice, she's got the court stenographer and another girl up there.
Yeah.
It's like an
So
assistant.
she can go, read that back to me.
She did. She goes, go back to what he said about that. And then they go right back to it and reread it. I love her, though. I hate her. I watch her like I watch the Masked Singer. I hate watch it, but I love when she's mean to people. It's when they deserve it.
Yeah.
When she's just being bitchy to be bitchy, it's just for ratings. But when somebody said, and she's like, if you look at me one more time, or if you stand up one more time, I'm going to have you thrown. Oh, I just love when she gets violent.
I got to tell you, if I ever went on there, I would be so combative because it's all taken care of and stuff and everything. You'd be like, you're not going to do anything. What are you going to hold me in contempt? You can't do. You have zero power.
Yeah. This is a TV set.
It's an empty robe.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This guy may have figured it out. You know how they talk about it's 2025, but this guy's living in the year 3000.
Yeah.
And they're figuring stuff out. A man in Chicago discovered alleged squatters in his property. So what did he do? Everyone wants to go and yank these guys out of there or do something or get the cops, and the cops are like, hey, we can't do anything. This guy discovered alleged squatters in his property in Chicago. So he did what?
I know what I would
Couldn't get him to leave. Couldn't get him to leave.
I would rather burn the house down.
Burn the house down.
Yeah, I would
All
say, okay, we're all going to lose then. And I'm going to claim the insurance, but we got to find Everybody's going.
No, he did not burn the house down. Any other guesses, Joe?
He threw them a party.
Threw him a party. No.
He let go a bunch of bees.
Bees.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
Carmen.
good idea.
I think Joe did that in here with the fruit fly.
Yeah. No. He decided to move in with them.
Oh.
That's pretty smart.
Hey, guys.
Move in with them, and I don't know whether you guys know it or not, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, I like to listen to Slayer in full volume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like to masturbate in the living room.
Walk around naked.
Yeah.
I like. Just so you know, I sleepwalk and I have night terrors, and I like to fight in my sleep. So.
And I pee like a sprinkler.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good idea, though. Yeah.
I know.
It's my property. I'm moving in. There's nothing they could say.
Right.
What could they do? They can't call the police and be like, this guy moved into his own property.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the squatting thing works.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is just insane.
Like if someone takes over your dwelling, they now just can stay there.
Yeah, they need to figure out how to close that loophole.
Yeah, and I will tell you, I'd rather go to jail for a little while than give up the house.
I mean, I'm going in night vision. and I'm taking them out. You know what I mean? Like,
I would just imagine.
Nobody's going to hear anything.
No, I mean, I would just grab Pete and two other guys and some sticks, and we'd be like, all right, we're kicking these people out.
But then you're going to jail because these dumb squatter rights.
No, because
they won't say anything.
Yeah.
Nobody knows anything.
Or they can disappear.
Yeah. But also, they're not even going to be able to talk to the cops.
We're all going to go fishing.
I'm going in there and I'm doing stuff. I'm burning. I have a drill and I'm drilling into their kneecaps and stuff.
I mean, you're right on that. Like, I'm not even trying. That is the maniac that would come out in me if somebody stole my house.
Right.
You guys would get caught in 10 minutes.
Yes, probably.
But so
and
like,
go to jail.
What, Carmen?
You hold on real quick. You be the cops. Come and talk to me. Watch how good I am. Say, do I know anything about the thing?
Yeah. Do you know anything about this attack? We have 2 dead bodies in your apartment complex that you own.
I don't even. Mine?
Yeah. By the way, is that blood on your shirt, sir?
I didn't even. I was eating ketchup.
It
What were
says
you gonna say,
here
Carmen?
You're the owner.
well, so my question is okay. Like, I get squatters, right? That's BS. But what about like if you think they're just intruders and you walk into your property and you shoot them and you were at fear for your life because strangers were in your
that's
house?
good.
That's good, Carmen.
How
That's
do
good.
you like? How can
That's why you don't have squatters in Florida.
Yeah,
Squatter,
you do,
like
though.
when but you don't. Like if you don't, you can get around it. Like, but if you see all of these stories, these news stories about squatters and people just taking over things, you don't see that in Florida. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like remember in Oregon where they just went in there and took over a town? That will never happen here. Every time a news story comes on like that, we watch it. I'll hear my wife watching it, and she'll be like, "Oh my god!" I'll go, "It doesn't happen in Florida. You
Yeah.
won't see that happening here."
Why? Why doesn't it happen in Florida?
Because you get shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So that was
You
pretty
get
good.
shot, and you got guys like Grady Judd that are like, "Shoot him."
Yeah.
Try to take your car, shoot him.
I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good.
A 39-year-old woman from Port St. Lucie, Florida, named Allison Swan, is facing battery charges for allegedly attacking her wife with a fistful of nachos. Remember that movie,
Yeah.
Fistful of Nachos? It happened at their home in Port St. Lucie on Saturday around 3 a.m. Allison was playing video games in the living room and saw her wife making nachos in the kitchen. The wife, who is 40, told police that Allison told her it was too late to eat and made the comment about her weight. So they started arguing.
Oh, get it.
Then Allison grabbed a handful of the cheesy nachos and shoved them down the back of her wife's pants. As she was changing into new pants, she says Allison attacked her, pushed her against the wall, and slammed her head into the floor. She ended up with a knot on her forehead. She also said that Allison held her down and used her fingers to fish hook her by the cheeks, all while she was telling her that she was the one in charge.
I like it.
At some point during all of this, the wife managed to call a friend. They called police, who showed up and arrested Allison for domestic battery. She tried to claim that her wife was just drunk and rolled around on the nachos after throwing them against the wall. But the parts of her story didn't line up. The cops said that they found the nacho cheese inside the victim's pants. She's not allowed to have any contact with her wife for now, but they live together, so police said that she could get her stuff. And they went in with her. It's not clear, but that might have also worked out and stuff. They may actually work together is the other thing. But both of them are registered nurses.
This is very similar to the fight my wife and I had the other night. I shoved a cold water bottle in the back of her pants and then held her hand so she couldn't take it out.
Yeah.
And then she hit me with a box of taco shells.
Yep.
So there was a massive fight in my kitchen. Am I up first?
Yeah, she's 39 years old, Port St. Lucie, married to a lady, and she put nachos down her pants. Her name's Allison Swan. Mike Kelta, hot or not?
My new punk band, Nacho Dykes.
Yeah.
I say not hot.
You say not hot?
Not hot.
All right. Gio, what do you got?
Yeah, Port St. Lucie, nacho crotch, not hot.
Nacho, good looking. All right, Carmen, what do you think?
Yeah, if you're using nachos as a weapon, you are not hot.
And you're like, don't eat them, fatty.
Yeah.
So we have everybody saying not hot.
No way.
For Nacho Allison. Take a look at your phones. Joe's got it on Bone TV. That is not hot. That is not hot.
For this game.
I believe for the game.
way.
I believe her eyes are a little sunken, but for the game, that's way better than I expected.
It's better than you thought, but it's still not hot.
Listen, this is a mugshot. I bet she was kind of drunk and stuff. I guarantee if you went to her Instagram, you'd be like, oh, yeah, she's hot.
I've made a ruling. Not hot.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
is hot.
I agree with
I'll
Calvin.
take the win, but
Yeah, why are
I
you
think
fighting
that-
me on the win, Carmen?
Yeah.
You guys all said not hot.
Integrity. Okay? Integrity.
I'm going to say not hot. She looks like a crypt keeper.
Yeah. I
Not
don't
a
like
good
it.
look. A woman in England, by the way, we got to be careful because we say a lot of stuff about people with work and everything, and we may be making them some money. A woman in England sued her company after a coworker took an online personality test for her that was supposed to tell you which Star Wars character you were. The coworker announced to everyone, she's Darth Vader. The woman quit, sued the company, and they just had to pay her nearly $40,000.
I got fired from a job one time, and the guy that I worked for told everybody that I decided to quit because I just realized I was gay, and that I went to the Tyrone Square Mall and was selling cell phones, and that was my new job. None of that was true. I've never even been to the Tyrone Mall.
Yeah.
I'm not gay, and I didn't quit. I was fired, and I couldn't sue anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You just call that woman Darth Vader, and she walked away with
your
some cash.
personality. You're Darth Vader. She said, "Oh, that's terrible. I quit," and then sued the company and got $40,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have quit.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Today is National Have a Coke Day.
Cocaine?
No, just regular Coca-Cola. When was the last time you had an actual Coke?
No, I can't even. I mean, I have had a Diet Coke, but I tried Pepsi Zero the other day for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really drink soda, and I certainly haven't had a real Coke in a long time. I think it would be so sweet I wouldn't be able to drink it.
years ago, I remember I was talking to my brother Tim, and I said, when we get done with Pitbull Toddler and stuff, I drink a nice full can, full Coke, ice cold. He goes, you might as well eat 3 Big Macs.
Yeah.
He goes, that's so bad for you. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I go, okay. So I'll have Diet Coke every once in a while, but yeah, not a full-on Coke.
Yeah. I mean, not even so much for the health reasons. I just don't like soda. I've never liked it. Years and years ago, I started drinking Diet Coke and got used to that flavor and anything else.
Which diet isn't even good for you either.
No, I don't even drink that a lot. I mean, occasionally I have a hard time drinking anything else with dinner. I don't mean at home dinner. Like if I'm at a restaurant, like I tried to drink unsweet iced tea for a while.
Yeah,
and that doesn't really do it for me. I normally don't drink anything. Maybe a little bit of water.
Yeah, I drink water. I'll have Diet Coke every once in a while, but then also like the Crystal Light, the packs that you can put in the water. I'll do that, and I don't like to put if you put a whole pack in there, it's so much.
Yeah.
But and I don't know what's making it sweet in there. It's probably
that's the other thing
that makes Mike's
something else is
blind.
killing it. Yeah.
I used to be addicted to Diet Coke.
Oh yeah,
to the point where I was drinking almost over a 2 liter a day.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I feel like Amanda drinks too many Diet Cokes.
Yeah,
she's probably not too many, but she does. Like I feel like it's bad for you, and I feel like she's taking too many in.
For some reason, I was literally just addicted to it, and I would go through at minimum a 2 liter a day of Diet Coke, and then eventually I was like, I got to stop doing this, and then I just cut it off. I didn't touch another Diet Coke or any kind of soda for like years, and then every once in a while now I have like a diet one, like a can or something.
Seen you
Like
take it
that-
down.
Yeah.
That amount, not good. But if you are getting your water intake, and if you have like one diet or 0 sugar to get a craving to like not drink alcohol or something else, that is still way better than drinking a regular one or having something with alcohol in it. You know what I mean? Like one a day is not going to kill you.
The Diet Coke is really bad. It's got aspartame in it, which is really bad for you.
But
Like the artificial sweeteners are not good.
But the amount that you would have to drink, like you would have to drink a 24 case a day to get.
I was drinking 1 to 2 liters a day, which was insane.
And that's what I'm saying. It's all about the amount.
Yeah.
Kid that I used to work with who was fat. He was like really fat. And then he started working out. And he was one of those people that did everything full on. So he would work out and he'd go like sometimes 2 or 3 times a day to the gym. And he'd be on the elliptic thing, machine, whatever. And he lost a ton of weight. But he told me, he goes, before I started doing all this, he goes, I would just sit in my house, play video games, drink 2 liters of Coke, whatever. And he goes, and I'd order food, pizzas all the time. And he goes, and I'd order like 2 or 3 pizzas at once, cheesy bread and all that stuff.
I never ate 2 pizzas at one time.
He was fat. Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I'd come home. I was working at radio. I'd come home and I would get a big giant cup, filled with ice to the top, and just filled up with Diet Coke. And I'd play video games, watch TV.
So at my fattest, I would leave when I worked at 98 Rock in the morning. I would leave there. I had no kids. Amanda would be working. And I'd go to Crystal's on the way home. I'd stop by Crystal's and I'd get the 5-pack of little mini cheeseburgers, but then also a corn dog because they had corn dogs.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was eating
Finished off with the corn dog.
Ridiculous.
I'd go through like a McDonald's drive-through and I would just get the Diet Coke, like the giant 32 ounce Diet Coke.
They got that addicted McDonald's Diet
and like
Coke.
no food, just the drink.
Yeah.
Like
They
that's
make
where
it-
I would go to get a drink all the
They make
time.
it nice.
Yeah.
I told you my fattest was steak, egg, and cheese bagels,
Yeah,
man.
that was
I
the
would
best.
kill steak, egg, and cheese bagels. I get the meal with the high C orange, and then I get another.
so good.
Then I'd get another steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and another hash brown, and just wail on those, and then take a nap right afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
You had to take. a
Oh, the
nap.
high C orange is so good.
Oh, can you imagine how great that was to go eat all those little burgers, a little corn dog, then drive home to Wesley Chapel? By the time I got home, it was time to take a nap, but nobody was home.
Yeah.
Till 5, 6 o'clock.
You're falling asleep in the neighborhood as you're driving.
I can't tell you how many times I would pull into the driveway watching something on my TV in the Hummer and then just sit in my driveway until I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened a lot.
Crazy.
When Curb Your Enthusiasm came out on DVD, we would just drive around watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
3 Doors Down, they were out touring with Creed. They were going to do the big tour with Creed.
Superman.
and doing all the different stuff. Yeah,
Kryptonite.
Yeah, that's the song. 3 Doors Down singer Brad Arnold has stage 4 kidney cancer.
Oh, my God.
That has now spread to his lungs.
Oh.
The band has now canceled their summer tour, which included select dates opening for Creed. Yeah,
he's a nice guy.
He's super nice guy, and it's really sad. And he actually made the statement on social media, and he was like, got some bad news. He's very country and stuff, and he's like, but God has his plan. And this, I was like, oh man, stage 4 kidney cancer that spread to his lungs.
Would you, in 1998, make a deal with the devil? I'm going to make you a rock star. You're going to be one of the biggest bands. Then it's going to die off. Then you're going to come back again. And you know what? But at some point, we're going to take you early.
Probably not.
No. What? You get to live 20 years as a rock star.
No.
And I think when you're young, you're like, oh, 50's old anyway. Like, you don't look at it as 50's young. Now that you're in your 50s, you're like, I still have time. You know what I mean?
Well, it was Three Doors Down drummer is the one. I've told the story before where he was painting houses and doing that, and he had to paint Matt Sorum's house. Matt Sorum, who played with Guns N' Roses, played with Velvet Revolver, is played with the Cult, the big-time drummer. And he was like, hey, man, I know you, this, that. And he goes, how's it going? And he goes, not great. I'm It's like, you're a drummer, I'm a drummer, but we're on different levels now.
I've seen Three Doors Down a couple times live. They're good. They put on a good show. I'm not a huge fan of their music, but it's
I
good.
was when it first came out.
That first
when
album
it first came out, it was
stuff.
good. Yeah.
They fell into the problem of it was such a big song that it got so overplayed that people were like, I'm tired of hearing it and stuff. But they're
good live.
They were huge, and they were just country boys, Mississippi that became super famous all of a sudden. And it was like, all right, I guess we're rock stars now.
Yep.
Pretty wild. We just talked about this yesterday about getting everything in order, making sure that you have a will and testament and all that stuff to make sure that your family or whoever is supposed to get your stuff gets your stuff. Liam Payne, the former One Direction singer who died last year after falling from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, left an estate worth 24.3 million pounds or $32.3 million, but had not written a will before his death.
Has no idea he's going to die young.
Yeah. Wasn't prepared for it.
And he didn't have any kids or anything like that. So who does it go to?
I think he did have a kid. So I think it goes to, his wife or girlfriend. I think it was a girlfriend is in charge of it now or something, or working on getting him in charge of it. And I think they have a kid together. I may be totally wrong.
You can squeeze one out, man. If you can capture one of those sperms, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
Because now that guy dies and you're worth $30 million.
He had one son.
Okay, yeah. So I think the mother of that son is involved somehow. So I don't know whether she gets it all or the son gets it all, whether she's, taking care of it or how that works. But yeah, you want to make sure you have all that
what
stuff.
What a lotto, man.
Squared
that
away.
Kid just won $30 million. He doesn't even have to wait until the father dies now because it's already happened.
Yeah. So follow up to Smokey Robinson with the rape accusations from his housekeeper. Yeah, his housekeepers. 4 of them said that he had raped them and the wife didn't do anything about it. Smokey says he is, quote, appalled by the sexual assault allegations against him, and his lawyers sent out a statement denying everything.
I can't, none of that makes sense to me. Not that, I feel like I have 3 cleaning ladies that come here. I feel like if I was going to assault one, the other 2 would beat me up. And then my wife would be the first one to be beating me up. That's a weird situation. The wife didn't do anything about it, and then the cleaning ladies kept coming back and cleaning the house.
Right. But just
raping them.
Just because it seems like it wouldn't happen doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
I get it.
We'll see, Organizers of the Golden Globes on Wednesday said that the ceremony will introduce a Best Podcast category, beginning with the 83rd Golden Globes in 2026.
But what bothers me about that is how will they judge the best podcast? Out of all the podcasts out there,
they said it's the top 25 podcasts are eligible.
Okay, so top 25. How is Joe Rogan not going to be the best podcast?
Well, there's a lot of stuff out there.
I know, but it's by far the most consistently number one podcast.
And it's going to go by how many listens.
I would imagine, if I'm guessing off the bat, whatever, I'm going to imagine they, have one with 3 actors, Smartless. Smartless is up there all the time and stuff, and they're actors, so Golden Globes.
Yeah,
good
that's what I'm saying, is
them.
that there's probably true crime podcasts out there that are just as popular, and they're not going to get the attention that they deserve.
There's a lot of NPR podcasts that are huge,
right?
That get that are just daily news and stuff.
Well,
I think those are going to be in the running as well.
But it's also the same way. How do they say what's the best male comedic actor, what's the best this, that, whatever for Golden Globes, it's from their peers, and their peers get to vote, and they do it that way. And it's not necessarily always the best one that
That's
wins.
true, yeah.
So
it's a lot of times it's not.
Yeah, like I'm looking right now, the top 25. Rogan is there at the top. Then you got Theo Vaughn.
I was going to say, Theo's in there.
You've got Crime Junkie. NPR's The Daily. Good Hang with Amy Poehler. Tucker Carlson Show. Up First News with NPR.
Which is weird because Tucker Carlson's not even a podcast. It's just I got kicked off TV. So now it's a TV show.
I mean, yeah,
but they just
basically.
call it a podcast.
Yeah.
So that doesn't seem very fair.
I got to tell you, David Spade and Dana Carvey won an award for best podcast or whatever. And I love David Spade. Dana Carvey's kind of annoying.
Oh,
he's always trying to do bits and always trying to do imitations, and he's not that great. And he overtalks him so much, but they win, and it's like, yeah, but they're famous.
That's the thing, yeah.
They're famous. Like, there's a lot of other podcasts that are much better than that and much funnier than that, but they're famous, and they get a lot of eyes on it.
I am not a hater at all. I enjoy other radio shows. I talk about them all the time. I talk about how I love Orlando and Wild, and I listen to a lot of shows here on this station. And I'm not a hater, but I don't listen to any podcast.
Yeah,
any of them. Like I watch Joe Rogan's podcast. Probably the most I've ever watched of a Joe Rogan podcast with Cody Tucker yesterday. That was the most I've ever watched. The other times are just when other people are talking about me.
I do listen to podcasts. I'll listen to Rogan, depending on the guest, and it all depends on the guest.
Sure.
A lot of stuff. I listen to Matt and Shane's secret podcast, Shane Gillis, just because Shane's super funny.
Right.
I will listen to Dateline, which is just the show that they have the audio of, whatever.
Dateline's number 6.
Yeah, Sword and Scale.
Yeah.
And
see, that stuff doesn't do it for me.
Serial's great, but Serial only comes out at certain times. It's not like a regular thing. They do an entire podcast about a certain subject, a certain murder or whatever.
I feel like those are the ones that are going to be getting Golden Globes.
Serial's great.
Yeah, the first
they
season
should be. That's my whole point. Is they should be. Those are real podcasts.
The first season of Serial was amazing. It was really, really, and
Was that a nod?
That was a nod, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it was so well done with the music and the sound, the way it's produced, and she's telling the
should
story.
be a winner.
And it's like investigative reporting. It was, I mean, that was the first episodic podcast that I was locked in as if I was binge watching a TV show. It was really, really good.
I would love when I never listened to any of them, but people would just send me emails or clips and say, "Hey, this podcast played your show." And it was all about murders and stuff because we've interviewed so
Sword
many people.
and Scale we were on for that John Chuck that
Chuck.
Was it John Chuck? Okay, yeah. John Chuck that threw his daughter off
the
of
bridge.
Yeah, that's
we
so
think
crazy.
podcasts, a lot of like comedians and stuff just sitting around talking to each other.
Right.
But there's a lot of
that's exactly what I'm saying is that if you're going to give it to, you should give it to the real podcasts that are doing it.
Yeah, like a lot of these news podcasts are big as well, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of them are just news on the radio, news on a podcast.
Right.
It's like listening to Tucker Carlson is watching him on Fox News, except now he's not on Fox News anymore.
Yeah.
So now he's got the number one podcast. It just doesn't seem very fair to the real podcasters. Which I'm not, by the way. I'm not trying.
The thing is now the definition of real podcaster is anybody.
I know, that's pretty much it.
Anybody can be a pod.
Any format, anything.
Yeah. If you can pull the audience, then you are a podcaster.
Joe Rogan talked about it again with Cody yesterday. He's mentioned it before, but really the pioneer of all of this is Tom Green.
Yeah,
Tom Green was the first person to say, "I can do this in my house."
Yeah,
I don't. And then the second one that Joe pointed out was Anthony Cumia, because Anthony, when he got that big deal at CBS, he bought this mansion and he was like, "What if we just put all this stuff down in my basement?" And he built the studio in his basement.
Yeah,
smart moves.
By the way, there's another one, Crime Town. Have you ever listened to Crime Town?
I've not.
It's good. It's a lot like Serial.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a couple of Sword and the Scale episodes.
Sword and Scale is good. Sword and Scale, you got to be ready for.
Yeah.
Because Sword and Scale has some very graphic stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's crazy. And it's also, the funny thing about Sword and Scale is they'll have like a reenactment, like a testimonial and stuff. They have actual testimonial, but then like if somebody's reading something or a phone call or whatever, and at one point I was like, I know that voice. I know who that is, whatever. And it was Owen Benjamin.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's
then
interesting.
you'll find out, like, Sword and Scale, they have like 30 people that worked on that podcast to produce it, you know?
Yeah, you got to have a lot of people, I'm sure, because it's pretty good. Michael J. Fox is releasing a memoir about the time he was filming Back to the Future and family ties at the same time.
Yeah,
Because he was
it's a
working.
pretty interesting story how they had to like pick him up from
Right.
one,
Yeah.
and then he used to sleep in the car and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, so he's has a book coming out about all that stuff. That'll be an interesting read for sure. Modern Family star Ariel Winter, she left Hollywood in 2020.
I used to love her
After years of online bullying. She says, quote, grown people were writing articles about me saying how I look terrible or pregnant or like a fat slut. I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that
Yeah.
people are just like saying all this stuff and it's like, yeah, that's
They
a
were so
14-year-old
mean.
girl.
People are scumbags.
That's wild.
By the way, Fat Slut, great band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we have some different guests coming up, so we got to, be out at a certain time. But this is something really interesting that we can discuss until we have to take a break.
Okay.
Mr. Beast has a new thing. You know how he's always doing these competitions where he's have people in a shopping center.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a game show. Doesn't he have a game show?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he also does other stuff where he gives away money. I remember a long time ago seeing a thing where Mr. Beast wanted French bread, but he wanted it from France. And then he was going to pay somebody their ticket to fly to France, get a baguette, and bring it back to him, and he'd give him a certain amount of money. And people are like, no, I'm not doing it. And one guy was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. And flew him to France, got a baguette, brought it back to him and stuff, and he gave him however much money. Here's the thing, though. Mr. Beast is offering $1 million if you can eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours. Okay? So $1,000, but think about this. You have to eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's food at McDonald's prices, and you have 36 hours to eat that $1,000 worth of food. What are you getting? What are you buying?
I mean,
I eat a lot of hash browns.
Hash
Start
browns,
early in the morning.
interesting. Hash browns are like they're $3.
yeah, you
Hash
got to
browns
go.
are like $3, and so that's good for the small amount. It's a higher price in doing that.
You got to go like double quarter pounders of cheese.
Double quarter pounder of cheese
Add
would be
bacon.
good. Yeah, because I think those are probably
that's probably the most expensive
$8
item
or $9 or something. I don't know.
for just a sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to eat a lot of those, but then you have to eat. Okay, let's just say that's $10. You're still going to have to eat a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, that's.
You have 36 hours.
I don't
so
know if I
that's-
could do it. I got a tiny stomach though.
Right. That's a whole day and a half. Also, think about all the sodium and stuff, your hands swelling up and
It's
everything.
horrible for you.
But at the same time, like last time I drove through McDonald's, it was like $40 for like three people.
I think Mike Calta 2006 could have done it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 36 hours to do it.
I think 2006, 2005, that area, I probably could have housed $1,000.
$1,000 worth
in a day and a half.
The other thing is drinks. Thing about drinks, and I saw some guys that were talking about this, and they were breaking it down and stuff. And he pointed out that a small drink and a large drink are the same price. So if you got the small drink, I guess it's the same price. It's like
that can't be right.
Let's look on the McDonald's menu and
that
see.
can't be right.
That's what he said. Let's see,
I
McDonald's.
mean, they may be very similar in price because you're paying for the cup. The drink itself is practically free, but they'll charge you for the cup. And I would imagine that they're charging you more for the big cup.
If they are similar and you get smalls and you fill them
Yeah.
up with ice, then you're taking away.
Yeah, take less that you have to ingest.
Right.
Yep, that's smart.
Yeah, so if you do that, let's see, with prices, let's see with the different stuff. But yeah, that, that's a lot. $1,000 worth of McDonald's food. You think, I could easily do that.
I don't think I could do
36
that
hours.
now. I definitely can do that now. But I think in my younger years, in my fatter days, believe it or not, there were fatter days. I think that I could do it.
I'm trying to find the drink prices here.
Nah, I don't think so. $1,000. That's a lot.
Hash browns, like we said, hash browns are $2.69 each.
I feel like I can go. I could start early. I could start at midnight. Right.
Right.
You go over there and you get a couple of cheeseburgers or whatever you got, and then
but you're only at like $15. You've got 1,000 to go.
Yeah. But you also have a day and a half. So then you go back at breakfast time. You eat as much as you can for breakfast. You go crap. You go back for lunch. You go crap. You go back for dinner.
But even say on average you're eating $25 of food each time.
Yeah,
you're still like you'd have to be eating nonstop.
Yeah,
the most expensive item.
Don't think that I could do it.
I don't think it's possible.
I could do it, yeah.
Even maybe like a Joey Chestnut or something. Like one of these
Yeah, one of those food people.
But I don't think it's possible.
Are you allowed to binge and purge? Can you make yourself puke?
I mean, it doesn't say.
I don't think it would even matter. Just time-wise, I don't think you could get to it. $1,000.
Also, who wants to be throwing up all day?
Yeah, well.
And then eating
and then
more.
eating again.
Right.
Think of
But if you get $1 million,
But I think that sodium is
Think of
what
what you-
is going to.
Oh, you'd be so swollen.
Think what you feel like after one meal at
Right.
McDonald's. Just one.
You'd look like a parade float.
So you're $15 in, you feel like garbage,
Oh.
and you've got, $1,000 to go.
Mike Calda Show, good morning.
I love you guys. Hey, I don't sleep on the breakfast either. The steak, egg, and cheese bagel with double this, double that.
But how many can you eat, though?
so
That's the
filling.
problem. I mean, I'd love to do that, too, and it's pretty expensive, but how many can you eat?
Are you allowed to throw up in the bathroom?
Yeah, I think you could poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't think you can swallow it and then spit it back out, but if you ingest it and then, later on, I don't know.
Get rid of it. Mike Calda Show, though.
Hey, so just to break it down, about every 2 hours, you would have to eat about $56 worth of McDonald's.
That's a lot for 2 hours.
Every 2
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah, I'm out. Thank you, sir. I'm out. Now, if you put that in donuts, I could probably
Wait.
do that.
Listen.
I've been
you
having
had
an urge for donuts lately.
Have you had duck donuts yet?
No.
Oh,
I can't have any donuts.
my God. They make them as you order them.
Yeah.
They have a little machine, and there's a conveyor belt that takes it and then flips it, and then it tosses it into a big bowl, and then they take them over, and then they hand frost them for you with whatever you want. Oh my God.
Can I tell you what one of my
So
favorite
good.
things in the whole world to eat is a churro? And
yeah.
Whenever I go to Disney, I have to run past the churro machine
Yeah.
because I'll eat those churros. And then what do they have at Bert's 5K?
Yeah.
Just a whole big thing of churro. I was dying. I couldn't even stand near it.
Is that why you didn't run it?
Yeah. I was running for the churros.
By the way, speaking of the 5K, a guy came past me and he goes, "Hey, dude, Mr. Empanada's on Van Dyke. We got your empanadas." And I go, "Oh, okay." Because I said, "I go where?" And he goes, "We're right on Van Dyke." By the way, the extra small drink is $1, but for sizes small through large are $1.29. Yeah, so the small
small is $1, but I can get a large for
no
$1.20.
extra small is $1, but then small through large is $1.29. Whether you buy a small drink or a large drink, it's $1.29.
$1.29.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
get a small, fill it
Plus
up with
tax.
ice.
Plus tax. No, just keep on getting the get this. Yeah, sorry, Carmen, you're right. Get the small and just drink the small the whole time because that's $1.29 with tax.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
More simple math. We got 2 hash browns per minute for 36 hours straight. That'd be awesome.
I think I could do that.
2 hash browns per minute.
Oh, maybe not per minute. I was thinking 2 minutes.
About 100 per hour. So not exactly.
For a whole day.
You're right there.
I'm thinking if you'd have to eat 20 hash browns in 10 minutes. No
that's
way.
That's not going to work.
No
Maybe
way.
like a Joey Chestnut or somebody.
Yeah, one of
That's-
those guys.
Nah, I don't think they could do it for 36 hours.
Yeah.
Mike Calda Show, though.
Yeah, I'm going to break it down easier. A quarter pounder of cheese is $9.59. You would eat 100 of them in 36 hours.
A quarter pounder is $9?
I think it's
Yeah.
somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
that's
That
about right.
can't be right.
That's totally
Yeah.
right.
$9 for a quarter pounder?
Yes, it's more expensive to eat
Yeah.
at McDonald's than it is to eat at Chili's or Applebee's.
Oh, my God.
That's why Chili's have been doing all those $9.99 specials.
Gowan, can you look that up?
Yeah, I'm looking at a quarter pounder with cheese. It's 520 calories. Let me see if I can see the price. Where is the price? Come on, I wish they had the price on here.
Let me just get my McDonald's app up here.
Yeah, do that.
I mean, good morning, Bailey. Sometimes I got to wake her up. Bailey, are you there?
I'm here, Mike. I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Want to talk about what's going on?
Oh, no.
Can you tell me how much a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese is?
I have it right here.
Sure thing.
$6.39.
Usually costs around $4 to $5, depending on your location. Prices can vary a bit, but that's the general range.
Okay, thank you.
This says quarter pounder with cheese is $6.39, but that may be before taxes. And then if you get a double, you know how much it would be. I don't know. So
that's expensive.
Chicken Big Mac, $6.
That was great. That was a great time.
Mike Calda Show, though.
Hey, you should check out McDonald's New York prices. You'll be eating much less.
That's true. If you go, yeah, you're right. You'd be eating less and paying a lot more. That's true.
Let's see. Currently, double barbecue bacon quarter pounder with cheese is $9.49.
Talk to me.
That. I couldn't eat that. That's too much. That's way too much.
Speaking my language.
Mike Calta show, hello.
Hey, guys, you got to fly to wherever McDonald's is outrageously expensive to some resort or somewhere like that before you could even possibly do this. But nobody's eating 2.5, quarter pounders with cheese per hour for 36 hours straight.
Or 30 hash browns a minute there, whatever it was. Thank you, sir.
So I don't know how expensive it is, but Galvin, you said when your brother and wife went to the Philippines, the food is tiny.
Yeah, you can try and do that.
Go that route.
I mean, there may be parameters. I don't know how this works, whatever.
Right.
But this says double quarter pounder with cheese, $8.67. Your double Big Mac is $8.
Yeah.
You can get that.
So the most expensive item at McDonald's in Florida is the triple cheddar and double beef burger.
Oh, my God.
Which I don't
just
think
felt my cholesterol go up.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a menu item. I think it's like a specialty item. But I said most expensive thing in Florida, McDonald's.
How much is the McFlurry is going for?
Oh, but ice cream, you
That
want all
never
that
works.
dairy?
Never works anyway.
Nuggets would be a good idea. Chicken nuggets would be a good idea.
How many?
So the 4-pack is $3.
Okay, that's good. So if you get a 10-pack.
Well, no, but you want to buy the 4 because that's more expensive and you're spending more money.
I concede, Mr. Beast. I cannot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even for $1 million.
All right, we got to take a break. We got Cody Tucker. Cody Tucker's our friend who's been on this show now for, I don't know, months? Has it been a year? Months?
At least months.
He joins us every Thursday on the show and does what he does. What's wrong?
I just Googled how many chicken McNuggets for $1,000. 333,720.
Oh, my God. 300,000.
Yeah. So with $1,000, you could buy a lot of chicken nuggets. Assuming a typical 40-piece pack costs $11.99, you could buy about 8,000 packs. Therefore, you could purchase 333,000 McNuggets.
No way. There's no way.
Pass. Mr. Beast is smart.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Cody Tucker will join us here right fresh off of his appearance on the Joe Rogan Show. And then your Tampa Bay Buccaneers General Manager Jason Light joins us at 8:30. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County had an earlier wreck westbound Memorial Highway right at 275. Crews have since moved that to the shoulder. It's still affecting southbound Veterans Expressway traffic right now, backed up from that spot all the way up to Ehrlich. It is moving not very quickly. Keep that in mind if that's where you're headed this morning. It looks like Pinellas County accident-free right now. US 19 slow in the usual spots. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all problem-free in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus, presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's phone bonus keyword is
live. This hour's keyword is live, L-I-V-E. Head to the 105 The Bone app now and enter live before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours.
Mike Calta here from my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I'm here with Frank Maldonado, Director of Operations at Lifeguard Imaging. Frankie, our listeners may be familiar with Lifeguard Imaging, but tell us a little bit about Lifeguard Imaging and what inspired you to start it.
Well, Mike, as I think you already know in the past, my dad was a surgeon up in Maryland, where I'm from, and tragically lost his life to pancreatic cancer because of a misdiagnosis of a CT scanner. Became kind of a motivation for me to keep his name and his story alive. Opportunity came to utilize early detection scanning, which we do, and it's been a remarkable change.
What would you say to someone who's putting off getting scanned?
Mike, it's obvious sooner than later is important in many aspects of our life. It's never more important when you're talking about a deadly disease that could be developing within your body.
What would you say to someone who feels like they're healthy and they don't need a scan? Maybe they got a physical and their blood work was fine, so they think they're healthy.
I can't think of a single person who died of heart disease or cancer and knew about the disease before it was too late. Everybody believes they're healthy until the point of no return.
Stop putting this off. You have the chance to take control of your health today. Think early detection as an investment. Just like you would invest in your home or your car to ensure longevity, investing in your health is the best way to ensure you or your loved ones are around you for years to come. The earlier that you detect heart disease or cancer, the better your chance to treat it. You don't have to die from these silent killers. Lifeguard Imaging is offering our listeners a free heart scan valued at $599 with a few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today or call 813-649-5214. lifeguardimaging.com.
Carmen here with a big announcement for my friends at Teza. One of the questions I always get is, where can I find Tezas at? Well, you can go to TezaEnergy.com or go into selected 7-Elevens, liquor depots, and Walmarts around the Bay Area. But now you can find my favorite little mouth pouch on everyone's favorite delivery service, Amazon. You can find all of Teza's amazing flavors and set up a subscription so you never have to worry about running out. Teza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine. It was founded and formulated by a medical doctor, so there's no nicotine, no tobacco, and gives you focused energy. Quit smoking, stop vaping, and put down the snacks, all with the help of Teza. Teza, why spit when you can swallow?
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shop IDC.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Making the switch to Hawkins is simple and stress-free. With over 30 years of trusted service, Hawkins offers expert HVAC, pool repair, plumbing, and electrical service. One call truly handles it all. Are you ready to beat the heat and the price hikes? Well, now's the time to act. Get up to $1,500 off your complete AC system installation. The offer ends May 31st, so give them a call today at 813-445-8209 or make sure to check them out online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial Pound Law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
8:06 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. I don't know how else to say this other than I'm very proud of our next guest. Our next guest, you know him from Instagram and his appearances on this show, and of course his own podcast, and the Cody Tucker Show. Now he is an author, and was just hot off of his appearance on the Joe Rogan Show. I can't believe you actually came back on this show afterwards. Yeah, I thought we'd lose you for sure.
No way, man. I'm here to stay.
Give me the breakdown of how it went, because it seemed like it was a very last minute put together kind of thing for you guys, and you never mentioned it to us, so I'm wondering when you knew.
Oh, no. It got booked about a month ago.
Oh, you didn't even tell us. Why didn't you plug it? We could have plugged it for you.
Well, I always feel like things are going to fall apart at the last minute. And so if I said something, and I don't go, then I look like a big idiot.
Yeah.
As usual.
Like, there's no way he was going on Rogan. What a liar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How excited were you when they reached out to you?
Yeah. And I was giddy like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah. But but you knew that they all followed you, so you knew that they were aware of who you were.
Yeah. And I've like messaged them before, like on Instagram. So
right.
But I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to, that he'd want me to go on the show.
Cody, it's interesting because there's something about you that is like, there's a lot of people that do similar sort of things to what you do, where they talk about information and they put stuff out there, make videos. But there's something about you that is, I don't even know if likable is the word, because you're very like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's something that makes you want to hear more from you. You have that appeal, that it thing that people try to bottle and they can never get. So yeah, it works out. And the fact that you're so unassuming about it is even better.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what it is that you're talking about.
Yeah. It's that right there. It's that you're not an asshole. It seems like somebody that has that kind of audience and has that kind of popularity could easily be an asshole, and you're not. And I feel like you're not talking down to me. You're like two buddies where you're telling me, hey, did you know about this? And I'm interested to what you have to say.
Yeah. Well, because that's kind of how I try to be like in my normal life.
Right.
Like I like telling people cool stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully they like it. And I don't know. I like it's, it's stuff that anybody could find. So it's not, in a sense, I'm not doing anything special. Which I didn't think anybody would really care that much.
Yeah. Well, I found it. So Cody was on Joe Rogan's podcast yesterday, and I will tell you that thankfully, Bert Kreischer and Bobby Kelly and several other people have mentioned us on that show, and those clips always get back to me, and I get little snippets of Joe Rogan. But I very rarely have sat there and listened to a whole episode. And when I found out you were on yesterday, I was just happening to go pick my kid up from school, which is a process, man. It takes me like an hour. And I got to listen to almost the whole podcast while I was there. And what I thought was great was that, Joe must have felt the same way about you as we do, because he didn't treat you like just some guy they found on the internet. He's like, this is a guy that I already like. I know I like him already.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it kind of felt, which, he definitely made it very comfortable. I was pretty nervous.
Yeah.
Like, really nervous. I popped a Klonopin ahead of time, Oh, yeah. I was, which that kind of made me even more nervous. Cause like, geez, what if I have a full meltdown here? And, but no, within like seconds, that dude just makes you so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because he also doesn't act like he's better than you. He just wants to talk to you. He wants to have a good conversation.
Exactly. Like you kind of lose the whole like, oh my God, that's Joe Rogan within like seconds. And you're just talking, and that 3 hours just flies by.
I can't believe it was that long. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either until we were like wrapping up. I was like, yeah, this is already, it's over.
Yeah.
Which is great too, because you don't want to be an hour and out and then be like, oh, I failed.
Yeah. No, it was such a good time.
Good, man. Well, what happened?
Yeah, Austin sucks, but
did it really? They all seem to like it.
Yeah, I know, but because they're coming from like LA and New York, where it's even worse.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't like what's going on down there. A lot of they're homeless. They're different than the homeless I'm used to, and I can't be dealing with that.
I heard you made a couple of references to not wanting to do things on that show, which makes me laugh because we always talk about that on this show. You're like, I'm not doing that. They brought up the 5K that just happened this weekend, which I did not end up running. I went there, but I did not run or walk it or did nothing. I completely chickened out of the whole thing.
Jesus.
Let me explain it to you.
Okay.
It was inside of Raymond James Stadium where the Buccaneers play football, and it went up. You had to go up the ramps to go up there, and then go down the ramps, then go up the ramps again. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Nobody told me anything about inclines.
The rest of us did it, but no big deal.
Yeah, no, screw that. I would have been right there with you.
I got a medal.
Having a snack and
stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
Yeah.
Stolen valor.
That is stolen. My God, this is
it's my third medal.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am a little bit. All right, what do you got for us this week?
All right, so during World War II, pilots were often shot down over the ocean, where if they survived being shot down, they'd often fall prey to shark attacks. The U.S. military began a research project to try to prevent these shark attacks from happening by creating a shark repellent. A young assistant developed a sort of cake made from copper acetate and black dye that would release a dead shark odor into the ocean and repel sharks. And somehow it actually worked. That young assistant would later become famous for making cakes and other foods on television for millions of Americans to see. Her name was Julia Child.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the actual repellent?
It was, it was a mixture of things, but mostly copper acetate and then like a black dye. So I guess whenever it hit the water, it whatever you call it,
dissipates
and releases the odor of a dead shark, which sharks, I guess, are repelled by. So she saved
awesome.
countless lives.
Julia Child pulling people out. Okay.
Yes, Julia Child.
All right, what else we got?
All right, so as air travel became more popular in Europe in the 1920s, especially between England and France across, the English Channel, the French and British pilots needed a word to let them know a pilot was in danger. That word needed to be understood by both French and English-speaking pilots. So they took the French phrase meaning "come and help me," which is "venez m'aider," and shortened it to Mayday.
Oh, there you go. I always wonder where these word origins, where things come from.
Yep. I know it's always very interesting. Like,
there's been so many that I've learned from you, And then it spawns off to me looking into other stuff. And now Cody Tucker, who does this for us on the show on Thursday and does it on Instagram and his YouTube show, has a book. Do you have a copy of the book there?
I got like a.
You should always have one. Always have one when you're on camera to hold up.
No, it's yeah.
There
I got
it is.
One. It's like
What's it called?
And Now You Know.
And Now You Know from Cody Tucker, which is available at CodyTucker.com. You can go get it. I know that our listeners, several people have already tagged me in photos that they've already received their copies.
Yeah.
I know. I've gotten a few too. It's pretty wild. Have y'all gotten y'all's? I'm sending y'all like a couple.
We have not gotten them yet.
Jesus.
No, listen. It's a postal service.
I mean, they're sending here, so there might be a pile out there.
No. I've been pretty good about going through the mail.
There's usually a bunch of boxes out front.
Yeah, I get a lot of crap a lot of times because I just let Amazon boxes pile up in front of my house. Christmas gifts that I open sometime in about March or so. It just takes me a little while. Yeah, but I have not. But
Gio just got his birthday present from February.
Well, I had it, though. I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
All right, well, Cody, congratulations on the book and congratulations on a great appearance on Joe Rogan. Now, have you already seen an uptick in your clicks and all that stuff just from the appearance so far?
Yeah, I'd say a pretty decent amount. Yeah. I mean, I tried not to plug much at all. Actually, the opposite. Pretty much told people, they don't need to bother.
You literally told people to not listen to your podcast.
And I stand by that. It's not for everyone.
What do you got? I saw a much hotter porn star on this weekend.
Yeah, that was the one that we were talking about. Hey, by the way, did you see my girl Alexis Fox at the 5K?
Oh, that's who it was.
Big bombs? Yeah,
that's right.
We could not figure out what was going on with her.
We assumed.
We knew she was a porn star of some, but she was she looked very average except for them giant buoys she had on her chest.
Yeah, it's oh my God.
Yeah.
But she was there, so I figured, she said that she was ugly and whatnot if you had to use words. But,
I don't think she was ugly. She just wasn't the hottest I've ever seen.
That's
fair.
But
she did have two giant, massive breasts.
I mean, she stuck out for sure. You recognize her right away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But no, the one coming up is actually not a porn star at all. It's Paul DeGelder, who he has a show on Shark Week the past couple of years. He was attacked by a shark, had his arm and leg bitten off by a shark.
He should have had his Julia Child shark repellent going.
Should have.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound hot.
Not hot. Yeah.
No. This is a much different vibe.
All right, well, good. And congratulations again, Cody. And if you want to get Cody Tucker's book, you can go to CodyTucker.com. I promise you, I would, Cody, I hope you take this the right way, and I think that you would, knowing you a little bit. That seems like the greatest book to crap with.
Oh, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I actually researched about how long it takes the average person to poop, and I try to make the stories that long.
Perfect.
So,
listen, sometimes you walk out of the bathroom learning something, you're like, I just killed two birds with one stone.
Yes, exactly. That was the point, to try to, kill two stones with one bird.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Cody, what are you doing July 18th?
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. How would I know? Well, July, it's hot, so I'll probably be inside with ice all over me.
Would you come down here if we had a good event going on?
Probably not. I mean, I don't know what the event is.
You've said it all, Cody. You've said it all.
Unless it's like a Beatles reunion or something.
The Beatles will not be there, I can assure you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
We'll talk about it when it gets closer.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
He's
not.
Thank you, Cody.
No
See you, brother. We'll talk to you next week.
See ya. Later, guys.
There you go. There's Cody Tucker. Oh, he's funny.
And I can tell you, Alexis Fox is not who we are thinking of.
Oh, really?
It was a different girl, yeah. If you go, because I'm looking at the pictures, and she had like bears on her shorts, not the one that we're all
Oh, you saw the one we're talking about?
I know the one that we are thinking
Oh, she was there also. So she was there also?
Yes.
Gotcha.
But Alexis Fox was also there, but it's not the one that we have been talking about.
Right. I'm not surprised there were multiple porn stars there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, remember, I saw there were a lot of porn stars at Bert's movie premiere.
Yeah.
Out there. So, yeah, they like to talk to those girls. Oh, man, Cody makes me laugh. I'm trying to think of something Cody would be fun to take to. You know what I mean? Like
20th anniversary of Jurassic Park or something.
Maybe something along those lines. I don't know.
He seems pretty content just being in his world.
Yeah, because you ask him and he doesn't go, he goes, oh.
right away shuts it down.
What are you wearing? You wearing cologne or something today?
No.
Because the flies seem to be attracted to you. I'm just watching Gio, and he just keeps flapping his hands around.
Yeah, something's going on over here.
All right. We got to take a break again because we got to make room for Bucks General Manager Jason Light, who is going to join us live from One Buck Place when we come back. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County had an earlier wreck westbound Memorial Highway right at 275. Crews have since moved that to the shoulder. It's still affecting southbound Veterans Expressway traffic right now, backed up from that spot all the way up to Ehrlich. It is moving not very quickly. Keep that in mind if that's where you're headed this morning. It looks like Pinellas County accident-free right now. US 19 slow in the usual spots. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all problem-free in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Gas goes up, groceries go up, and yep, so does your power bill. Solar Bear helps you fight back with the first 12 months completely free, protecting you from rising costs. Solar Bear, own your energy. Visit solarbear.com.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Mobile service is here at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ohm today, online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Brit Floyd, the world's greatest live Pink Floyd experience, returns to Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's classic album, Wish You Were Here, complete with a stunning laser and light show, iconic circular screen, and more. Don't miss Brit Floyd at Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Tickets on sale now. Visit rutheckerdhall.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Ruck, run, or walk at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention. Sign up now at defenderruck.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Humid again today. Just a few of those inland thunderstorms around this afternoon. That rain chance is 30% with high temperatures again flirting with 90 degrees this afternoon. Muggy mild tonight with a low in the mid-70s and partly cloudy with a 30% chance of inland storms tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. On 102.5 The Bone.
Game start.
Oh, yes. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. And joining us live right now is the Tampa Bay Buccaneer General Manager Jason Light. How are you, sir? Very appreciative that you got up early and came on the show today. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I didn't get up early.
Well, is this you one of those guys that gets up at the crack of dawn every day?
Oh, no, I'm not Todd. I don't get into the office at 3.
First of all, congratulations on what everybody is calling a great draft, giving us an A. And you're one of those guys that's so super humble. I remember I ran into you right after you kept the Super Bowl team together, and I was like, hey, thanks. And you're like, oh, it's not me. I got a whole team behind you. You never take all the credit for all that stuff.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, I'll take credit for one thing. I've hired amazing people. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you had a great draft, and I think we were, everybody was so interested in obviously for our team, but the rest of the league, and we all sat there and watched. If you can give me some insight from a general manager's point of view on what you thought was happening with the Shedeur Sanders situation, do you meet? I mean, we had no interest in him, so do you meet with him?
We weren't in the market for a quarterback in this year's draft. So, we watch and evaluate all players, but we didn't meet with Shedeur this year.
Yeah.
So it's, he's a heck of a player, and I think everything works out for a reason, but I think he's got a chance to be a successful quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from him, but as we all sat there and watched him drop and watch it go, I couldn't decide whether it was because of his cocky attitude with the whole legendary thing and how you wouldn't want that virus around, or the fact that you also have to take Dion with you wherever you go, and what a pain in the ass that would be.
Contrary to popular belief, Dion runs a really good program, and he's an old school coach, and he wants his kids to thrive and be successful and do it on their own. And he's done like all fathers have done, is do whatever they can. He happens to be their head coach while he was at Colorado, but I got a lot of respect for him. That wouldn't be an issue for us I would in our situation. But I can't really answer. I'm just being honest with you. I can't really answer why he slid the way he did, or if it was a slide, because we never really talked to him. But all of our scouts that had some kind of contact with him throughout the year had nothing but positive things.
Yeah, well, it's just an interesting thing to me. I'm a casual fan. I don't always get the X's and O's like everybody else, but I got really glued to the situation because it became bigger than the entire draft itself. So I was just curious from a general manager's point of view. But for the Buccaneers, we seem to have done very well. We got a wide receiver, we got a cornerback, and we got a guy that's already. Look at you see what kind of guy Baker is. That he already had the guy here, already took him and his family out for lunch. Already being that leader and making that connection. That's got to make you feel great.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're really really excited about the entire draft. Now who knows how it works out, but right now it's always whenever we feel really good on Saturday night and Sunday, like feel really, really good. Now, if I don't feel good after draft, I'm not going to tell you that. But whenever we feel really good and it lingers for, still right now, the same feeling, we usually have overall, it's a successful draft. So there have been some where it didn't fall the way you wanted it to or whatever. But this one, we're excited about all our picks. But just with the first round pick with Mecca, he just checked all the boxes. He's a hell of a player, but he's also just, an unbelievable person. And it's going to be seamless transition for him in terms of just into the locker room. He's going to garner respect right away, but he also wants to earn it. So,
well, he has no choice. He has no choice coming in there when he's got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and some of the other guys. Those are. It's not like you're just going to go in there and become a superstar. You're fighting against the best of the best.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think he wants to earn every bit of it. Yeah. So, and he's used to being around a lot of superstar players, especially at that position.
Yeah. Ohio State, their receiver room is stacked. So he's no stranger to competition.
No, and they've had great players throughout their history there, and it's stacked now. And the fact that he's the all-time leading receiver there, does a lot. So, and he wanted to stay because he wanted to help out the young kid and the young guys that they have. But they have a budding superstar there, and maybe even top pick in the draft at some point. But he wanted to help. He wanted to stay with him and help him because he has a lot of pride in that room and the history of that room.
What about Morrison? He is a great player, but he was hurt. So when you, I know you guys met with him. I know the doctors look at him and he looked good, but you definitely see him coming back to playing full strength.
We had positive reports about where he was. He worked out very well a couple weeks before the draft, and we felt very confident. Now every player, doesn't matter who it is, what their injury history is, every player, there's a little bit of a risk with everybody. So there's no such thing as the perfect 10. And when you do think you have a perfect 10, sometimes it bites you in the ass at the end. So, but in this case, we felt very confident. We're going to do it the right way. Now, he may be ready to go this weekend. He may not. We may hold him out a little bit, get him ready for training camp, just to rest it or just to make sure we're not overdoing it but he is 100% right now. So
can you believe training camp? I mean, we're here again and here we go already. I mean, it flies by.
I don't want to think about it yet because I got a little family vacation coming up. I want to at least exhale a little bit.
Can you say where you're going, what you're doing? And I'm just curious because I would imagine your wife's like, all right, you get that draft and then we're going away and we're forgetting football for a couple of days.
So my wife, Blair, she's amazing. She, among many other things, she always plans a little trip, and it's very important. She thought with this career that I'm in, for us the whole family to be together for a chunk of time in the summer, and that's when we kind of reintroduce ourselves on a full-time basis. Because of the crazy lifestyle. But we're going we did South America last summer, Machu Picchu, and we did Galapagos Islands, and then this summer we're going to Greece. So,
have you been before?
We did on our honeymoon.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So excited about it.
Good for you. I hope you enjoy the time. Can I ask you a dumb question? I recently watched the Kevin Costner movie Draft Day, and Moneyball is one of my favorite movies to watch. Is there a lot of back and forth between the general managers on a day? Is it as quick with the phone calls and the hanging up in the middle of conversations and the whole deal like that? Or is that a lot of Hollywood BS?
It can get like that in small doses.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same, but it can be. I love those movies too. I love them both. And there's some aspects to Moneyball that are similar too.
Yeah.
It's like there are times during our games I wish we had a gym in the stadium that I could just go down.
Have you ever traded for a Pepsi machine? Has that ever?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like a beer cooler.
There you go. Nice.
Can I tell you about an incident you and I did have on the field that I'm sure you're completely unaware of, but it is one of the pivotal point in my life. You and I met for the first time at Meat Market one night. You were there with the Miggs and the Barlows, and I happened to be eating there, and I was going to the bathroom. We ran into each other, and they said, do you know Jason? And we shook hands, and we met, and you were very cordial and super nice. The following weekend, I see you at the Bucs game, and I'm on the sidelines before the game with my son, and I see you, and you look at me, and I wave at you, and you kind of look, and I walk over, and I go, hey, and you were like, hey, and I go, hey, I met you there. You were like, yeah, whatever. Like, I was talking to the guy behind you. I mean, I'm telling you right now, and my ego was crushed so hard. I got in there and I said, Jason Light has taken over. He has crushed my ego harder than any girl has ever in my entire life.
I'm so sorry.
Listen to me. There's nothing to be sorry about. It was a game day, and we're on the sideline of the field. I get it. It was just so funny. In your life, you can point to certain moments that is definitely a key moment in my life.
Wasn't he waving to the guy behind you?
I don't know. You were not waving to me, and I found out the hard way, which is I did not make the impression that I thought that I made on you.
Well, hey, Mike, you got to keep in mind. So on game day, we typically have every week we have different guests coming into town, different friends, relatives, friends of relatives, that want tickets and want sideline passes, and so I have to make a point to go and at least say hi to them. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget to say hi to my own family, and I probably was waving, and because I promise you it won't happen again.
No. Listen to me. I get it. If anything, I mean, here you are, the general manager on game day on the sidelines. I get it. But in addition to crushing me, My son looked at me and he went, oof. It's something at least we could laugh about. All right, there's a couple of things going on. I don't know. Carmen, who works on our show, her boyfriend Chad is the coach at Chamberlain High School, and you guys have the Buccaneers National Coaching Academy that's going on right now, correct?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
And who gets to be a part of that? How do you get it? How do you get involved in that?
Well, there's an application process that already starts for next year here coming up soon, and I think you can find it all on our website, that information. But thousands of applicants, and they get kind of weeded down to 25. And so right now we have 25 coaches from high school, college, all different levels, international here. And Darcy Kasowitz-Blazer, one of our owners, her team has an amazing agenda for them during the week. They were with Gruden yesterday. Bruce has talked to them. Todd and I, it's amazing. And then they are in the meeting rooms and coaching on the field too. So
that's
it's a great experience for them. Yeah.
What a great opportunity. Yeah, Carmen.
I will say Chad did apply, so fingers crossed. Look for the name Chad Wood, please.
Please. Are you kidding me? He couldn't even remember me 2 days after he met me. He's not going to remember Chad's name.
Well, the other thing
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, thank you. Chad
what was his name again?
Chad Wood. And he did win Coach of the Week, week 2 for the Bucs.
He did. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys pick a high school coach. People vote on it, and he was Coach of the Week for week 2 of last season. So
yeah, I think it's great that you guys do this because these guys are doing it for the love of the game and for the love of these kids, especially guys like Chad who are doing it in a program with no money in the school. So that's awesome. Then the other thing you do, and this is something this is more up my alley. This is Dinner with the Buccaneer, which is happening on Tuesday, May 13th at Ava. It's hosted by the Bruce Arians Family Foundation, and I would imagine you'll probably be at that if you can. And Baker's supposed to be there, Evans, all the major players. You can get information on that at AriansFamilyFoundation.com. That's another great thing is how much this organization does for this community. A lot of people talk about it, but the Glazers are really here, and the players are really here, and they're really. I mean, we've had Baker on a couple of times to talk about what his foundation does. We've had Evan on mostly to talk about their charities and their foundations. This is really, we're fortunate to have these people in the community.
They all do it without expecting fanfare. They don't, you find out things that these people do. Like I was just reading about Baker and Emily with their latest thing, the walk-on scholarship program that they have, but that's just one of many things that they do. And the same with Bruce. He's not expecting a lot of fanfare. He and his wife, Chris, this dinner next week is for their foundation and helping kids and court-appointed kids, with adoption and foster kids and things like that. It's going to be an amazing event like it always is.
Yeah, good. Well, I got to tell you, we're going to check it out. We may end up showing up to that one. I know you're busy. I don't want to keep you all day. I appreciate you carving out time for us to be on the show.
I got one question.
Yeah.
Yeah, far away. You caught me at a good time.
Oh, good.
Jason, when Grizzard leaves to become a head coach at the end of the season, do you have somebody else already in mind? And a follow-up, do you get pissed that Baker seems to be running off your OCs to become head coaches?
That has become a problem lately. We're super excited about Grizz. There's nothing we can do about it. I guess it's a testament to the players that we have and our staffs for helping us put a great team together. I'll tell you this, Todd runs the interview process and hires ultimately hires who he wants as the offensive coordinator. Now he's asked me to help him be another voice, be another, set of eyes and ears in the process. And the last 2 years, I always just want to get away for a weekend with my wife. And I promise her that. And then we can't because I'm sorry, we're doing another coaching interview thing. So it's this year, I hope we get to keep him for at least 2 years.
Yeah.
You got to keep a list in your drawer, I can imagine, for, the next hire.
We do. And then a lot of those guys end up getting jobs themselves. So it's a process, that's for sure.
Well, we will wish Grizzard best on his future endeavors when he comes on.
At least if he leaves after this too, I got to tell you, we wish the other guy the best of luck with Jacksonville and all that. But when he rolls out there and he dropped that Duval thing, you're like, oh, good, way to make yourself corny right out of the gate.
We don't talk about that.
All right, listen, I'm looking forward to a great season. And I know that you probably won't, but if you need us for anything, we're here. We're huge fans. And we'll be out there at the games. We do a big tailgate before the game. And if you need anything, we're always here for you, sir.
I'll have to join you. I've been telling Nelson for years I want to get on your show. He hasn't let me. So this is awesome.
Oh. Stop that nonsense. Listen, I love to talk, and no one. I mean, I watched you on McAfee. No one loves a guest who's more honest and speaks his mind and talks to you like a normal dude instead of just talking in phrases. You calling people douchebags and assholes was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But that's great.
Oh, man, I didn't know we could say that on your show. It would have been a whole different interview.
Well, hopefully we could do it again.
All right, let's do it.
And I'll should I bother saying hi to you if I see you again in public?
Please do.
Not you.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna hug you and kiss you on the cheek next time.
Hey, Jason, we're at that point now.
Yeah, good. Glad. Thank you, Jason. Pleasure to have you on.
See you, Mike.
Have a great day. There you go. There's Jason Light, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I said to Gio before the interview, I want to bring up the thing about him blowing me off, but I don't want him to think I'm like trying to be a dick about it.
Right,
It was one of the funniest moments.
Yeah.
Him doing it and him unintentionally doing it, and then my son giving me the oof afterwards made it even worse.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It's the absolute best.
I think that's the greatest story, that he was waving to somebody else and you thought he was waving to you.
Well, we made eye contact, and we had just seen each other a couple of days before, and it was
But it's funny because that's the perfect definition of there's levels. There's levels.
Yeah. Your occasional guy.
Yeah.
We're on the field right now.
On game day, I mean, like you said,
that's what I said.
a million things are going on.
And he was with some like important looking people, you know.
Yeah.
And we've all had that stomach drop before, where it's just like embarrassment, but on the inside because no one else is really watching, but you know it happened. And you just have that internal like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
It was so funny.
Excuse me, local radio guy. I was waving to Jason Momoa, who was standing behind you. You know.
Trust me.
He seems pretty cool.
He was great.
Like I was saying, I don't know if I mentioned this off air on. That like currently the entire Buccaneer roster is all guys we've drafted.
All guys we've drafted outside of Baker, which was also, I mean, what makes you look at Baker Mayfield and think that this guy's got another shot? You know, that this guy has a chance. It takes somebody to say, hey, look, we put him in the right system. He's going to be the guy.
To be able to land somebody after Tom Brady, that's got to be huge. You don't know how it's going to go. And, you know, I would say Baker's now like a top 5 guy.
Everybody's saying that. What's his name? Tyreek Hill was just saying that again the other day about Baker being a top 5 guy.
Didn't name his own quarterback. Right. Named Baker, though.
But you look at the numbers, and he's right there with all the top guys in the league, which, you know.
And then this kid, this Emeka kid's going to fit in the system great. And, you know, especially if you don't have a healthy Godwin. Now we got another guy back there.
I think, and I almost brought up, I think Jason knows that this is Evans' last year.
I think so. I think Evans knows. And if not, it's pretty close.
It's the end of his contract.
Yeah.
If he gets 1,000 yards this year, he will break Jerry Rice's record, which, I mean,
he will.
Even if he doesn't, he's automatically a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And how about this? How often do you see a guy with one team?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really rare nowadays.
Yeah. And Evans was Jason Light's first draft pick. That was the first year he was with the Bucs. He drafted Mike Evans in the first round. You know, so to see it a whole career in one town, but I think that's why a lot of people were shocked that the Bucs went wide receiver because our offense was so good last year, and everybody thought they're obviously going to go defense. But last year when Evans and Godwin got hurt, like we lost all 4 of those games.
Yeah.
Evans was out. So it's like you got to start looking towards the future and having, you know, depth there.
I'm glad you brought up Grizz too, because that is that's good. That's funny, but it's going to be a thing now. You're right. I mean, you got another great offensive coordinator, and everybody's going to start looking to steal him halfway through the season.
The good thing is this guy was actually on the staff last year,
right?
So they get to kind of stay in the same system for the first time in however many years.
Baker knows him, and Baker works well with him. So.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good.
All right, there you go. Jason Light from your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How'd that go on video, Joe? Did everything go good?
Very well, yeah.
Okay, good.
Joe just
I like doing the videos and get to look at the guys. You know, it's kind of when you're interviewing somebody. I hate doing phone interviews because I could be talking to a guy and he could be bored off his mind and I wouldn't know, but at least I could tell by the face which way to go and which way not to go and all that. Because if I would have started talking about that incident and he would have looked like he got mad, I would have been like, it's all right.
I'm just playing.
All right, we got to take a break. Our phone numbers are 800-771-1025. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. 800-771-1025 if you want to get through. Another opportunity to win $1,000 coming up at 10 o'clock this morning.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just getting flies off of my face. Like a kid in Somalia that needs you to donate 50 cents.
It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Pinellas County has a fresh wreck right now, Drew Street at Belcher Road. Crews on the scene there. They have all lanes blocked, so nobody getting by. Some stop traffic there. Avoid it completely until they can clear that up and get it out of your way. In the meantime, they're kind of redirecting you, so pay attention to them. Howard Franklin Bridge headed into Tampa. Pretty easy ride. No accidents, no major delays for you. Hillsborough County reporting accident-free on 275, 75, as well as I-4, and no problems on the toll roads. I'm Monica with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, FarahAndFarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
Sometimes the easy route is not the best route. If you're at a home improvement store and decide to get a quote on replacement windows or doors, this might seem like you can save some time and money. But think this through. Why would you get your windows from a place that doesn't specialize in windows and doors? That's why you need to call my friends at WeatherTight Windows. This is all they do. They do it right. Call my buddy WeatherTight Mike and save yourself some hassle.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family-owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Omerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. It was another Wild Fork weekend at the Setting household. I had a bunch of friends over. Taco night. It had to be the chimichurri skirt steak. I also did some grouper fillets for some fish tacos as well. Whether you're looking for rare exotic meats from rabbit, yak, ostrich, bison, and more, or you just want to get some high quality chicken, ground beef, and steaks for the family, Wild Fork is your go-to. With locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, you got to check them out today. You can also visit wildforkfoods.com.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches on my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around this store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away.
So if you have pain, go. Find a good feet store and go. And there is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
If you're a contractor who excavates, you can put time on the side of safe digging. Help locators save time and work efficiently by not requesting your tickets too far in advance, by giving detailed location descriptions, and by always pre-marking with white paint. Working together works better. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shop IDC.com.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
58 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025 of the phone numbers. I am fortunate enough in the last 2 homes that I've lived in, this one and the one in Land of Lakes, both the houses that I bought came with pools. The house in Land of Lakes I bought was a brand new home that was built by a great home builder, Hanna Bartoletta. They made a beautiful home.
Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah, no, different guys. And
Yabba dabba, do you want to buy this house?
I love that house. It just became too small for 2 kids, and we moved over here to this house that already existed, and it already had a nice pool outside, so I was very fortunate. But
I've said many times that I would feel more successful in life if my home had a pool.
I don't understand how you live in Florida without a pool.
Yeah, it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, I get it, but
monetarily, it wasn't in the cards.
Well, so we bought our first house in Wesley Chapel, Amanda and I, when we were thinking about getting married. We bought our first house together, and we did not have a pool. And we bought that house for $120,000, I think, and it was bigger and nicer than we thought it would be. It was 2 stories, and I had my own office, and it was a loft and a whole bunch of nice stuff. And the truth is, it was a house, a Miranda home, and it was built like garbage, and I can't believe that I ever lived in that trash house. However, it did not have a pool. And as time went on, we decided we wanted to put a pool in. And we had several companies come out and give us an estimate for a pool. And there was one company that came out that was from Plant City. I'm not going to say the company's name. I don't even know if they're still in business. I could hardly believe that they would be. And they came out and they gave us an estimate. And they had a good price, but they also came highly recommended by some other people that I knew that knew them. And I said, you know what? I think this is the way we're going to go. And I learned a very, very important lesson with that pool situation. And that lesson I'd like to pass on to you, just like we talked about yesterday, how I said how important it is to get your life in order with wills and trusts so that your money is all taken care of for your kids or your loved ones when you pass away. Nobody expects to pass away. Obviously some people know that they're dying, but for the most part, we never know when it's going to happen. And one of the most important things you could do is set up a will and trust for your family so that that's the last thing they have to worry about after they're dealing with your death. So one of the other things I will give you, this is Mike Calta's words of wisdom. When you are having work done and you're paying somebody on draws, which means like if you're paying first step, you give them the first draw, then they get to a certain point, you give them the second check, then you get to the third point. It says where you take out a loan and they give you the money and then you pay in this case, a pool company as they progress with the pool. So with this company that did my pool, they came in, they dug the hole, they did everything. They got the first draw as soon as we said, yes, we're doing the deal. Congratulations. Here's $5,000. Then they come in, they do all that. They're about to lay the tile down. Here's another $5,000. Then your whole pool is done. Everything's complete. Here is the remainder of the money that I owe you. The mistake that I made was paying them the final check before all the work was done. Now, it looked like it was done, but there had not been a final inspection of my pool. So when I left in 2006, I came to work at this company. I came here, and one of the things this company did that no other company that I worked for, to my knowledge, did was they run a background check and a credit report on you. And when they came back and they said, do you know you have a lien against your home? And I said, no, what would I have a lien for? So I had to look at it, and I had a lien against my home because there was what the Pasco County considered at the time an open construction site in my backyard because the final inspection was not done. So if anybody had fallen in my pool or gotten hurt, I have an open construction site that I'm responsible for. And I could not get the pool company to come and take care of that. And I was running the risk of being fined now because the county was aware of it. It wasn't done. It was just, it was a nightmare. The pool company, I guess, was falling apart and they couldn't get their act together. Then finally, I got somebody in Pasco County that I spoke to that said, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to impose daily fines on the pool company. We'll charge them, and it could be up to $1,000 a day. We'll charge them fines all the way up until this is done. And then thankfully they came and they fixed the situation and it got taken care of. But it was months of going through all this, months of bashing them on the air. And I remember the guy came to my house and he said, we're going to put a good pool in for you because we don't want you to bash us on the air. And I was like, oh, I'll never do that.
Yeah.
Until they screwed me over and I had to bash them on the air. But I have to tell you, it was a painful experience. But that is one of the things that I've learned is to not pay until everything is completely done. You're having work done at your house. Here's the money. Here's this. And don't pay until everything is done and working. That's when you give them the final check. And the reason why I bring this up is because yesterday, and I couldn't be happier about this, and I have no relation to this guy, James Staton, the owner of Olympus Pools, was sentenced yesterday. At the conclusion, a judge sentenced him to 20 years in prison and 30 years probation. He'll also be required to pay over $1 million in restitution. So do you know how many people he screwed over?
Right.
If all he has to pay is $1 million, but he got 20 years, he must have screwed so many people out of money. The judge stipulated that Staten must provide quarterly financial statements and will not be allowed to own a business or have any credit cards while on probation. That's 30 years where he can't own a business. The sentence in this case is based on the fact that of all the testimony, you willfully ruined people's lives, the judge said. Staten was found guilty of fraud in March, having been accused of stealing more than $1.3 million from his customers and leaving unfinished pools. Scumbag. Staten was found guilty on 35 out of 36 felony accounts against him, including multiple accounts of grand theft, contract fraud, misapplication of construction funds, organized scheme to defraud, and aggravated white-collar crime. Staten was accused of using the $1.3 million of his clients' money to fund his lifestyle while failing to finish their pools. Prosecutors argued he continued to collect money even when he knew the pools were unlikely to be built. You son of a bitch. I hope you're getting butt raped within the first 2 weeks that you're there.
And you know that those families, the kids are like, when's the pool going to be ready?
Yeah.
When's the pool going to be ready?
Listen to this. Hundreds of pools were left unfinished in 6 Tampa Bay counties, and many were left with just holes in their backyard and forced to spend more money to finish their pools with somebody else.
Shut up. That happened to a buddy of mine. And what happened was once the company, he couldn't get them to finish it, then he was trying to find other pool companies to finish it, and a lot of the other
won't go to somebody else's work.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, we'd love to help you, but we can't touch that. So he had a tough time finding another company to finish the pool that was like a quarter of the way done.
Out there with a shovel trying to fill it back in so somebody will come and do it.
And this scumbag, I think a lot of this happened during COVID when everybody was trying to put pools in because they couldn't leave their house.
Yeah.
Wow. Listen to me. You know how you don't want Keith Morrison to show up at your house and you don't want to show up at
Chris
Hansen's house? You don't want to walk in there and see Chris Hansen? You don't want Better Call Benkin to give your company a call. That chick is all over it, man. She was the first person to start going after this guy.
Oh, yeah.
And now the guy's going to jail for 20 years.
20 years.
20 years, 30 years probation, $1 million in restitution.
But the judge saying that, too, that you willfully ruined people's lives.
Yeah.
You knew.
Well, you're taking all their money, knowing that your pool is not going to get done. Now these people have no pool. They're out money. It's just it's a bad situation.
I had an incident yesterday that is not on that level, but is something that everybody deals with. Everybody deals with this, and it's always the same. You know how whenever you're checking out somewhere and they say, would you like to round up to do the thing?
Yes.
If you go to any drive-through, they're doing it. Any drive-through, they're saying, would you like to round up?
And I would say most of the time you don't even know what they're rounding up to.
Yeah, some school education. I'm like, school, isn't that what my taxes are for? I don't know.
Well,
but also the corporation gets a tax break on any donations that they give or anything. So I always say, no, thank you.
And I use Acorns, which rounds up, takes the money and puts it in and invests it for me.
Right. So I go through a drive-through the other day, and I'll tell you, it was KFC. It was KFC. And the one that I go to is awful, and I never go there because it's awful. And it's awful again. And I want to reenact it in real time. I'm going to ask you if you want to round up.
Do you want me to be you?
You're going to be me, and just say no thank you, because that's what I always say.
Because I like to figure out what you ordered, too.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, here's the thing, is it was something 74 cents. Would you like to round up for BS, blah, 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 blah? You say.
I'm you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to order as you.
No. You don't have to do all that.
No, that's what I wanted to do. I don't. No, you say, would you like to round up? No, thank you.
And this was how long, okay? I'm going to do it in real time. So you say,
okay.
Would you like to round up?
No, thank you.
Come on, man. It's 26 cents.
Really?
Oh. And I go, do you know how it works? No answer. And I go, do you know the corporation gets a tax break? It does nothing for me. I don't know where this money is going. No answer. So I just pull up and I go, hello? And I hand the card. And the lady takes the card, does the stuff, whatever, and then hands me the stuff out. And I go, thank you. You're welcome. Drive-through. Fast food worker. Awesome. And drove away.
Are you serious?
Wow.
No lie, dude. 5 seconds. Would you like it? No, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, man. It's 26 cents.
I can't believe he said that. The balls on him to say that.
Her.
Oh, her.
But she sounded like that. She goes, come on, man. It's 26
Oh,
cents.
my God.
I love that you said drive-through.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me.
That is
You
pretty
gotta
bad.
be kidding me.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much time I spend volunteering, how much money I spend donating. You don't, and you know nothing about me. And you're going to give me the come on, man. It's only 26 cents.
Yeah.
I felt like taking money out of my ash tray and just throwing it out the window and going, I don't know how much that was, but it was more than 26 cents. You're not, you want it? Go get it.
Go pick it up.
Yeah.
That is some balls, man.
Yeah. Is that
is some balls to
unbelievable?
say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Is that
I would've-
unbelievable?
that's something I probably would have complained about.
Well, I have called the store number before.
Right.
And it was such a runaround, don't do nothing that I was just like, I'm not even going to deal with it. Yeah.
Why don't they take the money out of their check? How much does he donate from his check every day to the roundup?
By the way, again, her.
Oh,
that
sorry.
sounded like that.
Fast
Wow.
food. That's great.
We should try and call.
Come on, man. It's only 26
We
cents.
should try and call over there. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. This is Sherman from Sarasota. I love the show.
What's up, buddy?
Have any of you ever been to an Amazon distribution center? It's fascinating.
I've never been inside. I've never been inside, but I've seen them from the outside. They're massive.
But what you'd think from like an outsider, you'd say, okay, all the golf balls are stacked here, all this are stacked there, all that is stacked there. You know, in orderly. It's absolutely mass chaos because what they do, let's use an example like you, Mike Calta. If you bought a bug light, they know from your purchase history and identifying your demographics, they have bins of if you're buying a bug zapper, what else you may buy, not even related to a bug zapper, just who you are. Like, for an example, on my Calta area, it's not just golf balls, it's all sorts of stuff that you have a proclivity to buy. So it's complete chaos. Like in your case, you're getting a bug zapper, but it might be a night light for your toilet or a book about how to talk to your turtle about gun safety.
But I don't know. So you're saying rather than stock with the item specific, they're shopping people, they're hoarding people specific?
Exactly. Your area might have emergency underwear receptacle or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting. I would like to get a tour. I would like to go inside and see how it works. Thank you, Sherman. I would be very curious because, yes, I just assumed golf balls were on the first aisle and bug lights were on the second aisle, and I bought vitamins the other day are on the third aisle. I would just think that they're all together.
It's a lot like, I would imagine a lot like Big Lots where it's just truck backs up and just dump stuff in there, and you're like, I don't know, here's a sofa, and then next to it is a broom, and then there's some SpaghettiOs.
Some Dinty Moore. Yeah.
If I need some Play-Doh.
Well, you know, those hot bin places are just like old or Amazon packages that didn't get delivered or got sent back, and you can get like an air filter, a gun cleaner, and some window washer. You know what I mean? Like, you do not know what's going to be in them.
Those places, I went to that place before. It is insane.
It's a madhouse, especially what day you go.
Yeah, on the first day when all the new stuff comes in, they put it on the tables and they rope it off.
Yeah.
And there's a countdown of when you can go to the table and get stuff. And as soon as the countdown hits, everybody just runs and knocks people over. It's chaos.
We went there when they first opened, and we were like, all right, everybody go get one package. We're just going to buy a package and see what we got.
Like
and we
people,
just got all weird
they'll see
stuff.
like a vacuum cleaner, and then you'll see two people dive and like fight over the vacuum cleaner because they get it for like, $15 bucks.
So weird. It's so weird.
It's awesome.
Mike Calda Show, good morning.
Hey, morning, Mike.
What's up, buddy?
I know you were talking about some the pool, fiascos. There's a guy that he's a reporter, journalist for Fox 2 in Detroit. His name is Rob Wolchek. And he did a story. He does like stories like people, they'll come and want to do your pool or, do landscaping. They'll take a bunch of money.
Right.
And then they'll just take off. And he did one, with a pool, a bunch of pools. And people were forking over like $80,000 without even being done. I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. But you think I got a contract in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? And next thing you know, you spend the next 10 years in court.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, you can go to court, and if you win a judgment, that's another thing that he sees. A lot of people winning judgments, and they've never collected.
Never get it, yeah.
Yeah, because they put it in their wife's name, or and they can't garnish anything because they either get paid in cash or they put it in their wife's name, girlfriend's name, which most of these guys do. Adjacent to that, I don't know if you heard about the PPP loans, the scams that were going. They're finally catching everybody, and right now there's 109 defendants. One of the most was that received $20 million. He didn't even have a business.
Yeah,
for like 15 years. It's crazy.
I know two people personally in my life, not that I'm friends with, just that I know. One has, both of them bought two extravagant things with the PP money, and I'm waiting to read that those guys ended up in jail. Like any day now, I can't wait. Not that I'm looking forward to it, but I think I'm going to open up Facebook and see both of those guys end up going to jail. There's no other way around it. I mean, they clearly use that money to buy cars and boats and things along those lines.
And then they post it, and it takes, and they've even said it. We'll eventually catch you. I mean, they're talking about 5 years ago. There's no statute of limitations on that, and
it's
they'll
coming.
eventually. Yeah, it's coming. It's crazy, man. And these idiots post it on Facebook, and all kinds of new cars, like you're saying, and it's pretty crazy. But
thanks,
I love
brother.
the show, guys.
Thank you. It's Pete and I used to say it when Pete and I lived together and we were poor. And everybody else that was our age was like making money and they were doing scam things. And I used to tell Pete all the time, we can't fall into that trap because it never works out in the long run. In the end, all those people will all end up getting what's coming to them. And they did. All those guys that were dealing ecstasy, all those guys that were doing stuff on the side that they were scamming people and all, it all came back to bite them in the
Get
ass.
away for a little while.
Yeah.
A little while.
Yeah, if you can get in and out. If you can have the balls to get it, if you could be strong enough to get in something, take it, and then get the hell out real quick, it's not such a bad scam. But if you try to push it too long, too much. Mike Caltasholo.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's happening?
Hey, do they itemize that donate an extra 15, 25, or in Galvin's case, 26 cents? Do they itemize that on the receipt?
It's a good question. I don't know because Galvin didn't do it.
Yeah, I always say no, so I'm not sure.
I don't know either because I always say no as well. But so how much money do you think that lady at the KFC makes a day by saying just add another 26 cents or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know if she's getting anything out of the
No,
case.
he's saying if she did that, if that was her scam.
Right. If she was taking a quarter per person that came through, sure.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I don't want to put that on the lady though. We don't know that.
The interesting thing about that, and I've seen it on YouTube, a guy who goes into convenience stores and a lot of times they'll ring it up at different prices, and he goes, "That's not the right price." Like if you're not paying attention, how many times have you gone to a convenience store? You get a water, you get a thing of beef jerky, and this whatever. And it could be $8, could be $12.
I'm the worst person.
Right?
For that. Yeah.
Exactly. And unless you're really paying attention, I would say 9 times out of 10, people aren't paying attention and know what the prices are or adding it in their head. Unless you're going up and you get a bottle of water and it's $14, you'd be like, for a bottle of water? That can't be right.
Yeah.
But for 3 or 4 items, you're like, I don't know, I guess it's $8, could be $13. So then that person's pocketing $5.
Yeah.
And they do that to, 10, 20 people. Whatever, easy.
I'll tell you where I question it sometimes. You ever get gas, and on the gas pump itself, it says if this doesn't start at zero, follow it up.
Yeah. I
would say that none of the gas things actually start at zero. Like it starts flying through, and then the gas starts going. You know what I mean? Like I would imagine they're just not synced with each other. But a lot of times, then I think about it. If they're taking 3 cents from me, but they're taking 3 cents from everybody that does it.
How busy it is, how many people are going through there. Yeah,
that's a scam. That's
the whole thing with remember Office Space was it's a penny off of the thing. They're never going to miss a penny, whatever. But with all those transactions,
I'd like to get a good scam going.
Good scam would be nice. Good scam would be nice.
A buddy of mine, when I was living in Tallahassee, used to get beer money by skimming off the top of the drawer at a Pizza Hut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the manager.
How was he skimming?
So the people would pay for the order and he just wouldn't ring it in. So it wouldn't be on the book. So say, they order pizza $10, he would put it in, make the pizza, take the $10, and then he would just pocket the $10.
Wow.
Because there was no way to he wasn't typing it into the system. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I'm very honest, and I've never scammed, and I whenever I'm working a place, it's somebody else's business, and I'm not going to take money from them or do any of that stuff. But now I think going back, if I went back to being like 15 years old, I probably would scam some stuff. watching that Four Seasons show the other day, and they sneak into a resort area, whatever, and they're like, "What's the room number?" And they give 2 different room numbers, and the guy goes, "Listen, I'm leaving for college next month. I don't care. Give me $100. I'll get you." I would totally do that.
Dude, we were broke, and it was like beer drinking money. And it was great.
Well, I've told this story a bunch of times, but I used to work at the Perkins on 52 and 19 in Hudson, Port Richey area, and I would never think about stealing anything from anywhere, especially like a place that gave me a job. Like I really felt that way.
Yeah.
But the problem was the way that the busboys were tipped out was based on what the waitresses wanted to give them. So here I am cleaning the table and seeing every tip that's left on the table.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, after working an 8-hour shift, somebody gives me $2. I go, $2? And they go, "Oh, it wasn't a good day." Yeah, it was. I saw every one of your tips.
Right. Yeah.
And there were some days, like I'd work Sunday morning breakfast. Sunday morning breakfast is the busiest part for Perkins. And they would tip me $5 would be a lot. And I'm talking about for a day, not per table.
Right.
So after a while, when a table would leave $25, I would keep the 20 and I'd leave the $5 on there. And I go, yeah, it's just not a good day. It's not a good day. So now once I realized I could start clearing, $100 a day as opposed to the $8 that they were giving me, I just started stealing from them. But that's because they treated me terribly.
But also,
what I mean?
weren't you were making more than the servers?
No, I was making $2 an hour the same way they were. Yeah.
She goes, "It wasn't a good day." And you're like, "Yeah, well, tomorrow's going to be worse."
Yeah. Keep it up. There was one lady that was from New York, and she was a real hustler, and you could tell she'd worked in diners before, and she would tip me out at least $5 every day, which $5 on a slow Monday was pretty good.
Yeah.
Because there was 10 waitresses, so if each one gave me $5, that would be a pretty decent day's work.
We would tip out the barbacks, and the barbacks bust their ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hardest job in the world. And, so we'd tip them out, but then also there'd be like other stuff where, you had to wipe bottles down or you had to do this, whatever. And I go, "Hey, man, I'll give you an extra $50 to wipe the bottles down." They'd be like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm like, I got somebody waiting on me. I'm getting out of here.
When I worked in the kitchen in the restaurant, I was a dishwasher and like a cleanup guy, and they stored all their beer downstairs in a cool basement.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartenders, 2:00 in the morning when they were shutting everything down, they'd be like, "Mike, give you $20, you go get our beer for us." I was like, "Yeah, let's go." I'd run down there and get their beer for them. It was great way for a high school kid to make extra money.
Yeah, it's always good to be around people that have instant money because they want to throw money around. You know what I mean? They don't think about tomorrow or the next day. They're like, "Right now, I have $300 in my hand, and I want to get the hell out of here."
Yeah. That's so funny. That's why I don't really carry cash, because that's all I have. I'm like, just start tipping everybody.
Yeah. Back when I was, I would do these clubs, they'd pay cash.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'd spend the money before I left the bar. I'm like, damn it, I didn't make anything tonight.
I went out and worked and minus $20.
I'd leave that club and go to the bar and then and rack up a tab, and then I'd lose all my money.
It happens, buddy. All right, before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Waterman Construction. You hear me talk about them all the time. They are the go-to construction company for your commercial and residential projects. Whether you need demolition, new HVAC, patio, pavers, driveways, they got you covered. If it's a new build, a remodel, a manufactured home, storm repair, Waterman Construction handles the entire project from start to finish. And what sets them apart is 25 years of expertise, quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and honest and transparent pricing. You just heard me talking about it with the pool companies, and they also have guaranteed same-day response. They're just good people. You can visit them online at watermanconstructiongroup.com. That's watermanconstructiongroup.com, or give them a call at 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Give them a call today, 813-715-7383, and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We got to take a quick break. I'll hit your phone calls when we come back. Another opportunity to win $1,000 is coming up at 10 o'clock. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Clearwater, and it has southbound Belcher Road closed between Drew Street and Gulf Bay Boulevard. Crews are on the scene. There's some traffic already in the area. Avoid it if you can. It's going to be there for a little bit. In the meantime, expect some slowdowns if you're passing that. Howard Franklin Bridge into Tampa, pretty easy ride. No major delays, no accidents to slow you down. And Hillsborough County's reporting accident-free on all the major roadways, including the toll roads. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
During the month of May, Universal Roof and Contracting will help you get ready for storm season by offering 15% off roof replacements and repairs. Monthly payments as low as $115. Plenty of great financing options are available, and they will inspect your roof for free. Complimentary roof inspections. They've been in business for 32 years, and they're veteran-owned. Go to universalroof.com. That's universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are accurate portrayals.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
O'Reilly. You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or import direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention. Plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Humid again today. Just a few of those inland thunderstorms around this afternoon. That rain chance is 30% with high temperatures again flirting with 90 degrees this afternoon. Muggy mild tonight with a low in the mid 70s and partly cloudy with a 30% chance of inland storms tomorrow. Highs in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Our phone numbers are 800-771-1025. If you'd like to call us up on the program, I want to remind you that my friends at Super Heat and Air are now Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. That's right. The company that you know that I've been telling you about for years and years now that comes out and takes care of my AC, put a new unit in this home, and has worked on several members of my family and friends. Galvin's home.
Yeah, I will tell you, above and beyond, you know how those things where they do the different stuff and then you don't have to do that, but you made it nice and did that. They did all this stuff, replaced my whole unit, did all the things. The guy goes, the way that the drain pipe goes, he goes, I don't like the way that goes because it kind of goes straight across. He goes, we could do this and level it so it kind of angles
You
and
didn't
stuff.
have to do that.
No, and I'm like, all right. So they did that. Fantastic. And then the other day I got a call and they're like, hey, we just wanted to schedule an inspection because the city has to come out and they inspect and do a thing. When's a good time for you? This, that. And I go, oh, okay. And they did it all. And they're like, all right, they'll be out there. If there's any problems, just give us a call back.
They went so far as to say, hey, do you want us to change that smoke detector battery?
Yeah, you said, yeah.
And I said, absolutely not. That is not your job. And they're like, we can. I go, no. My wife's like, you idiot. Why didn't you? I go, I'll do it. A week later, I slept.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But seriously, though, Superheat and Air for all of your AC needs, especially now that it's going to be hot for the next couple of months. If you need a tune-up done or your unit has not had a tune-up done in some time, $49. All you got to do is go to superheatandair.com and you can schedule right there online and know that they're for your plumbing needs now. So if you have something you need plumbing-wise, you weren't sure who to call, you can call the same people. Whether you need a leaky faucet fixed, whether you need a faucet maybe switched out, a shower head switched out, whatever a plumber would do for you, and know that they're also there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you have a plumbing emergency. If you have a leak in your home in the middle of the night, you don't know who you're going to call. Now you can simply call superheatandair.com. Get their website address, bookmark it, put it down, superheatandair.com, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergencies. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Carmen?
Yes?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. I hope Chad gets picked for that coaching thing. That would be nice.
Listen, that would be awesome. And thank you for bringing him up. I'm totally taking full credit for it. So he's going to do dirty things to me tonight.
Listen, I really do admire what Chad does, not just because he's, the team is winning games and all that, but he really cares about those kids in that organization, and you have to have a true love for that. It's the only way it's going to work, because I wouldn't. I don't have the dedication for that at all.
Yeah, because one, the coach's stipend for any sport alone is, nothing. Mm-hmm. But for football, when you're taking care of 50 kids and you have weekend practices and tournaments and this and that, it is a lot of time. And just this week, one of the kids Chad was yelling at him for not knowing the playbook. And one of the kids come up and was like, Coach, how about we get together this weekend, Saturday, we'll do film day. And I look at him and I was like, so when do I get to spend time with my boyfriend?
That's right.
I was like, I get to see him for 1 hour on the weekdays. And now you're going to take my only full day with him? Why can't you do the playbook on your own you're supposed to?
You heard Jason Light. Maybe you get to go to Greece.
Right.
Maybe one weekend a year you get to go to Greece.
Maybe in 20 years. But no, it's just, trying to get the kids to be responsible for themselves. You know what I mean? That's the hard part.
That is the hardest part, is to teach those kids to think and do things on their own, for sure.
Right, because unless he's babysitting them or watching them or on top of them, constantly reminding them, they're not going to do it, which means they're not going to be successful. So it is, and again, I don't mind doing it because I really don't care what I'm doing with Chad. I just like hanging out with him. So
yeah, you're Chad whipped.
Yeah, 100%.
Watching my son be in high school football for 4 years, for those coaches, it never stops.
No.
It's such a crazy you think, oh yeah, just practices and games. That's a fraction of what's going on.
No, I went to a meeting one time, a parent meeting with the coach.
Yeah.
And listening to him to talk, he said, I'm coming here before school, working a full day, then coming here after school. And he's like, please don't bother me anymore. He's talking to the parents. He's like, text me. If I can text you back, I will. I mean, he goes, at some point I'd like to see my own family.
And these programs, they don't get a lot of help from the county or from the school. It's kind of, you're just on your own. So just to have a program that's somewhat functional, let alone successful, is a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Chad spends about 13 to 14 hours a day at Chamberlain High School between morning practice, him actually teaching, and then practice after school.
Wow.
So 13, 14 hours days. And then on top of that,
he comes home and you're like, that's my Chad.
Yeah.
Then he gets home and then he's doing FaceTime with other coaches, talking about how they can, switch up plays and what they need to teach for the next day. And then he's answering calls from parents on what the kids need to do because they need their physical. They have a bunch of stuff online they have to do. It is nonstop all the time.
You don't get any FaceTime, if you know what I'm saying.
I know, but, I gave him some good loving last night.
You did?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, because he was just a little stressed out about something and he was trying to cuddle, but he was squeezing me a little too hard and breathing really heavy. and I could just tell he was not going to go to sleep. And I was like, all right, I'm putting you to bed.
Oh, wow.
I just rolled over and You know,
Keep going. No, tell us.
I had to do the work because he was tired.
Oh, wow.
All right.
What a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
Little film session.
Yes.
Working on some plays, huh?
Yep.
All right.
And I think we successfully managed
Got to that end zone.
come up with a plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, good for you. Good for Chad.
Yeah, it was good for both of us. So.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Why is it good for you? What do you get?
Well, that's me. Like, that's the only way I can reach the top
Yeah.
of the mountain.
Oh, he did that to you as well.
No.
She.
On top.
Yeah.
Oh, you did all the work.
Yeah, I was
gotcha.
thinking what you were thinking as well.
I was thinking tush push.
No.
Tush push, yeah.
No, I did. I mean, I did a little of that in the beginning just to, help.
Do you know how many times a day I say the phrase butt stuff to my wife?
No,
like,
I
no
don't.
matter what, she's like, "Hey, do you want to?" And I go, "Butt stuff." I mean, just one day she's gonna go, "Fine, let's just go."
Maybe try tush push. It
Yeah.
sounds a little bit
all right,
nicer.
all right, yeah.
A little
All
tush
right.
push.
All right, I'm on it. I'm gonna do a little tush push. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning there. It's Mike out, this Medicine Man.
Hi, Medicine Man. Medicine Man, you want to come to the Mission Impossible premiere with us?
What day is that?
I don't know. Forget it. I changed my mind right as I opened my mouth about it. I can't have you talking to me.
Tonight
through
I'm
all-
going to be at the 3P concert, Pussifer, Primus, and Perfect Circle concert tonight at the Amp.
Where'd you get those tickets?
I had a friend that won the 6 tickets. I don't know how he got them, but we're all going together.
I feel like you won them on another radio station. You don't want to tell me.
But he's a good friend of mine. He lives in Newport Richie.
What's his name?
Greg.
Why do you do that when you're done talking? You go,
Oh yeah, but I had another friend that won tickets on another radio station, not me, but his name's Chris. Too.
All right, I gotta go. Mike Calton. Oh, it's so loud. Hello. No, it's too loud. It's too loud. It's too much. Carmen, let's give some stuff away. Let's play a little Who's My Baby's Daddy before we get out of here today.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, everybody, this is Maury Povich, and it's time to play Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Lord, I've been done had too many babies, honey. Who is my baby daddy? Girl, I'd be a millionaire if I could ever figure out where I got Cheeto, Limbo, Cracker Jack, Orangelo, K. Martina, Salmonella, Velveeta, Genitalia, Catfish, Leroy, Cocoa Puffs and Pluto, Penelope, Jack Daniels, Buford, and Lamangelo. Who is my baby daddy? Don't even two of these children even look alike. Aloe Vera, Maybelline, Gingivitis, Brill Cream, Cruix, NyQuil, Gangsta Q and Daffodil, Ron Bacardi, Captain Morgan, D. Martorius and DeLorean, Gynolotrum and Felicia, Chlamydia, Champagne. Who named these children and how many of them is it? Why they always want to come live with me anyway? Ask them who their daddy is. Look over yonder, they go. Nova Scotia, Bubblicious, Cuponita, Gonorrhea, Ice Bucket, Batuglia, Visine, and Margarita, Percolator, Terminator, Velcro, and Taekwondo, Varicella, Chromosome, Obstetria, and Shathid. That's the ignorant one right there, Shathid. Who is these baby daddies? I wish I knew. I'd show suing for some child support, honey. Shoot.
To my knowledge, I've never bought anything from Facebook Marketplace. I don't think I have. I may have, and I don't remember. But I like to look at it. I'm looking at it right now. There's a 1965 Impala.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Okay, it's in the bushes, and it is. It's like the tires are sunk into the dirt, and it's in the bushes. It's a convertible. The top is up, and the trees are growing around it. How much is that car?
Well, it's an expensive car, but if they're not taking care of it and they're just showing the picture like that,
I'm gonna say $7,000.
I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna go like 16 grand,
20 grand.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's absolutely
depends on.
Cars are expensive.
I mean, that could be a rare car.
Hi, who is this? Oh, just know that was you. Hi, who is this? Hello. We're off to a great start. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Dave.
There you go, Dave. Dave, do you have any kids of your own?
No, I have a lot of cats, though.
No.
Oh, no.
All right. I know a guy like that. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to give you her side of the story first, then his side of the story, and then we'll talk about it, and you will tell us whether he is or is not the baby's daddy. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Carmen, her side of the story first. Here we go.
He is going to take care of this baby, because if you don't take care of this baby, out the door. He is out the door because I'm fed up. I am through.
You want him all the way over there?
Yes, because I'm tired. I am tired.
You all live together?
Yes, we live together. We've been living together for the last 3 years.
You all have another child together?
Yes, we have Brooklyn.
He doesn't.
No, he treats Brooklyn like she is the world. But when it's time for Winter to get a bottle, he's just like, you going to fix one a bottle? Fix a bottle? You the daddy, why you can't do it?
Right.
I go to work every day, all day long, and when I come back home, you there.
Who's paying all the bills?
Cynthia.
So Derek stays home.
Derek stays home. I go. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the provider. I'm a strong black woman. I don't need nobody to take care of me. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. Nothing. Because if he's not going to take care of her, he can get out. He can go.
Way, you know, once you're born with 12 fingers, right?
Yes.
They take care of that.
Yes, they put a little surgical bandage on it, and they fell off like after 2 weeks.
Right.
And he was born with 12 fingers too.
Why won't he admit it then? How many 12-fingered people could there be?
He always saying something. You go to the club, this, that, and the third. I'm supposed to go to the club. I'm look good. I'm sexy. I'm supposed to go to the club now.
She said she was tasty?
Sexy.
Oh, sexy. I said, I'm tasty.
All I heard was, come on, man. It's only 26 cents. By the way, if your kid's born with 12 fingers, why are you taking fingers off?
You
Let that kid be an unbelievable guitarist.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I think the fingers are usually like dead fingers.
Nubs, little.
There's no bones.
If
it's
you
just
had
finger.
12 fingers and those two extras were working, would you be able to play basketball in the NBA, or would they say no, illegal?
No, you could.
Yeah.
Oh,
you didn't add it.
JPP played with 3
less
fingers.
Yeah, he had less fingers.
I knew a kid who had like a 6th finger, and it was just a little dead nub.
Oh.
There was no bone, and he would just like, it was like little.
Get rid of that.
And he would just kind of flick it all the time.
I bet you girls liked it.
Yeah, maybe.
But he was mad at his parents for not removing it when he was a baby.
Right. Well, now you're stuck with that little dead nub. No, gross. All right. Well, that's her side of the story. She says that even though he claims he was born with 12 fingers too, he is not the baby's daddy. And she's sexy is what we heard. All right. Let's find out what Derek has to say for himself. Here we go.
I love my girlfriend Cynthia, but I'm having problems believing that I'm the father of her daughter Winter. Here's the thing. I was born with 12 fingers. Cynthia's trying to say because the baby was born with 12 fingers that I'm the father. But that's not the case. There's some serious shady business going on in our household. I have found pictures with Cynthia's hands on another male's private parts. She said it wasn't her, but I can recognize those fingernails anywhere. I had a man tell me he had oral sex with Cynthia. She denies everything, but I'm smarter than that. I want these results to come back today that Winter is my daughter. And if I'm not the father, I am done with this relationship.
I'm actually going to say that I think that he is the father, but I also think she's cheated on him.
Yeah,
I think because she's like, listen, he don't want to do the bottle, he don't want to pay the bills. She got no respect for him. But I say he is not the baby's daddy. Galvin?
You say he's not.
I'm sorry. I say he is the baby's daddy.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I got to tell you, science, the 12 fingers and stuff really makes me think that he is.
Yeah.
I think he is, and I think she's out there being sexy in the club and putting her hands on other men's stuff.
You think it's just a coincidence that they both have 12 fingers?
I don't know how many people are born with 12 fingers. Maybe more than I think. I'm going to go with he is not the father.
Oh, my God. Gio?
Yeah, I think the 12 fingers, that's dead giveaway. What are the odds of that?
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely the father.
All right, we got 2 yeses and 1 no. I go to you, Dave, and I say, is he or is he not the baby's daddy?
He is definitely the baby's daddy.
All right, I agree. Let's check in with Murray and find out if you're right. Here we go. What does Maury Povich have to say?
When it comes to 1-year-old Winter, Derek, you are the father.
Yeah.
Science.
Fingers.
Finger
science.
I'm going to put you on hold. And Carmen will grab you during the break here, and we'll hook you up with a prize.
Carmen, you want Chad to do a little finger science on you?
Science, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Is the show over?
Is it already?
Yeah.
We got 20 seconds before I play the music.
Oh, my God. 20 seconds. But I want to remind everybody at the top of the hour at 10 o'clock in just about 12 minutes, Galvin.
Yeah.
We have a chance to win $1,000. So don't go anywhere. We're going to come in and we're going to tell you what the Bone Bonus keyword is. You're going to put it in the app and you could win $1,000. That's happening exactly 10 o'clock this morning.
Be nice.
There you go.
Go spend it all at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Thank you to Bucks General Manager Jason Light for joining us on the show. Thank you to Cody Tucker for joining us, and congratulations to him again on his Joe Rogan appearance. Cody Tucker's new book is out, and it's available at CodyTucker.com. Nice,
and now you know.
And now you know. A nice little pooping book that you bring into the bathroom with you and read. Don't bring it in the bathroom unless you already bought it. We learned that on Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Sworn.
then you can't return it. Yeah. Tomorrow is Friday. Now, tomorrow is up in the air.
Wait.
What?
I was laughing because what you're about to say.
Tomorrow is up in the air. Tomorrow, I can tell you at 9 o'clock, David Koechner, the actor better known as the whammy guy from Anchorman,
Champ.
and Champ from Anchorman is with Whammy, and then Todd Packer from The Office. He's going to be in the studio with us. The hour before that, at 8 o'clock, Kevin Smith is supposed to be in the studio with us. We are 0 for 2 on Kevin Smith.
0 for 3.
Yeah.
0 for 3 on Kevin Smith.
I talked to Kevin yesterday, and he says he wants to come on.
He's driving here from his mother's house in Orlando. There's no way.
I told him that. I said, listen, man, we love you. It's all good. Don't worry. His shows are sold out.
Yes.
And he says, no, it's okay. I would like to come in. I go, it's 2-hour drive. He goes, I would like to come in. Send them the address.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now, if Kevin Smith calls us on the way here and says, no, I had no idea traffic was going to be this bad. There's no way I'm coming. I get it.
I even tried to make it later. I'm like, you want to come at 9? He goes, no, 8 works.
All right.
I sent Gio his scoreboard and record for interviews. He's 1 and 4 right now.
Oh.
So tomorrow we're going to update that to 1 and 5.
Maybe.
I'm going to email Jason Light and tell him no Chad in the coaching thing.
No.
I got all the Bucks contacts, man.
Yeah, just keep saying Chadwood.
Check us out on Instagram. We are there at The Mike Calta Show. Also, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and all the other places that you find social media. That's it. Have a great day. The after show with Johnny B is up next, and you have exactly 10 minutes till the Bone Bonus keyword. Your chance to win $1,000 coming up. It's the Mike Calta Show. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. That's a... I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, bitch.
Go smash your fruit in the hole. I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even.
Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius!
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week,
the NASCAR Cup Series returns to Kansas Speedway. Will history be made yet again?
Black traffic straight ahead. Wheel to wheels, they come to the line. Checkered flag is in the air.
It's the Advent Health 400.
Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay, right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ulm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents. More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Let there be light and red dots. Make your plans to get the Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 10th. Will is unloading deals on Surefire flashlights and red dots from Aimpoint. Surefire are the preferred flashlights for the military and law enforcement. And if you have not seen the Aimpoint red dot, they are the best red dots, period. Don't miss Aimpoint and Surefire Day, only at Shark Coast Tactical, Saturday, May 10th. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday and open online 24/7. Shark Coast Tacticals on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Mobile services here at Jerry Ulm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry Ulm today online at jerryulm.com. Tampa is Ulm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
You know how much we love Win Derby at Derby Lane, a great opportunity to get together with friends and family and win money. And coming up soon is the Morgan Auto Group Cars and Cards event at the historic Win Derby at Derby Lane.
May 14th, 6 to 9 p.m., an evening of high-energy entertainment, card games, great food, drinks, stunning exotic cars, and meet special guests, including GT World Challenge America teams.
Whether you love cars, gambling, or you're just looking for a great night out, everyone is welcome. Win Derby at Derby Lane is an institution right here on Gandy Boulevard. For more information, check them out online at win-derby.com.
And don't forget, Morgan Auto Group presents Cars and Cards at historic Win Derby at Derby Lane. That is going to be May 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. Get ready for it. Beautiful cars, great food, awesome drinks, and those legendary card games that you will only find at the legendary Win Derby at Derby Lane.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart. And we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our firm handles hundreds of crash cases involving semi-trucks every year. A crash case involving semis is much different, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can leave lots of money on the table. Many times there is separate insurance for the cab and for the trailer. Sometimes there are actually layers of other insurances and excess insurance that some lawyers may not know about because they don't see that many cases. We see these cases every day. Also, there are federal laws governing the hours a driver may drive in a 24-hour period and logs that are required. A crash case involving a semi-truck is a totally different animal than a simple car crash. We have lawyers who only handle these cases. It's all they do. Rolling the dice with the wrong law firm can be disastrous. Call us on your cell phone at Pound Law, pound 529. It's so easy. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. Say goodbye to the stress that comes with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. If you're thinking about selling your home, you can receive an all-cash guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Listen to what their client Tyra had to say, quote, "Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped," end quote. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make, so who you work with matters. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family.
And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we hand-build a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
Give Mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Enter to win Mom a chance at a $250 gift card and a grand prize $2,000 gift card from the Gold and Diamond Source. Visit the boneonline.com contest page. Happy Mother's Day from the Gold and Diamond Source.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's hair.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
Let's get it. Hello, Bone fam. It is the Mike Calta After Show, 102.5 The Bone. I am Johnny B. Along with me, it's Ian Beckles, everybody.
Howdy ho.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm well. I'm very well.
I'm good, man. But before we get into all that, we got to do a little something like this.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Thursday. Yeah, that's an easy one. I don't know how you can forget Thursday. Thursday. If you don't know how to spell it, you still deserve a chance to win. Head over to the 1025 The Bone app right now. Enter Thursday before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours.